Drink, drink, drink! Daddy?
Hi guys! Welcome into the second episode of Isandr Reign of Chaos. I hope you guys are ready. We've been playing video game D&D all week, and now we get to get into live D&D. I hope you're excited. I'm not going to talk too long because I know that I think everybody is ready to go, so I'm actually going to go ahead and swap over. Hi, Flame, you're fucking cute. Hi, Cody. Just a reminder for everybody, this is a live streamed D&D campaign, which means I will not be as active or interactive with chat as I normally am. I'll still be typing and stuff like that. I will not be verbally responding as much so that I can pay attention to the campaign and give other people the ability to talk. So I love you guys. Mwah! And I hope you're excited. Let's go!
Because it just wasn't healing properly.
I am back.
So...
Hello!
Hello!
It's Kai!
Hello!
Hello! Hello! Oh yeah. So we have everyone. Well, we have 4 out of our 6 typically. Mikey should be joining us in a bit. I'll be keeping an eye for that to see what's going on. But yeah, we have our little crew here. We got Kai, who is playing Owen. Say hi. Hello.
Hello! Sorry, I have a fruit snack in my mouth. Hello!
We have Keldor, who is playing Ace.
Hello.
We have Snow, who is playing Kin.
Hello, hello.
And I fucking love the fucking accent.
It's my favorite voice
It's
of all
great.
time.
It's
Better than
great.
It's
any
so great.
actor's voice. It's just perfect.
Oh my god.
Favorite.
And then we have Storybook Tales, who is playing Iris.
Hello.
Hello. So, we're just gonna jump right into it. Last episode, what happened was there was a grand coronation of the new king of Isandr, King Rin, who is a measly 16 years old and a small human. And during this coronation, there was a bit of an incident where someone from the audience, right after all the priests, the high priests of the various gods of Isandr, had given their blessing to their king, someone from the audience had just strutted theirself up onto the stage and also offered a very menacing prophecy and what they call a blessing. So, later on, after that, you all saw a person who you had seen in your dreams the night previous, who brought you up towards the king, and you all had a bit of a conversation about what this dream you had meant and how it leads into a greater quest for mankind. And then you all were sent off to do your own things for the rest of the day, being asked to return to the palace the next morning. So you all returned to wherever you sleep, and if you didn't really have a place to go, you were offered housing. So as everyone returns to where they were, we'll go with Iris first, who returns to the inn that she had gone to that she had come from the day before, that her and her parents were in, with most of your help from your own home, to just kind of relax from the day's happening. Been given a holy quest from the king. It's a lot to go through. What is it like when you first enter this inn that's been reserved for your family and your family alone, basically?
Oh, hell yeah.
Is it
Private in.
Yeah.
Oh.
When you enter, is it, how do you present yourself after this whole ordeal.
I'm assuming everybody saw like us be called up and all of that happen, right? Like it was
Quite
in
a
front of
few,
the
yes.
crowd before the dragon blocked everybody.
Yeah. Quite a few understand that you particularly are quite an important person, being a noble yourself. Um so with you it's not too shocking as it is some of the others who were brought up. I should turn my music down. My music's a bit loud. There we
Um, well, I would kind of be keeping an eye on my parents and see how they're really reacting to all this since they weren't really consulted in anything. It just sort of happened. So can I roll an insight check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, +0. Perfect.
Do you have negative wisdom?
I have a 0 wisdom.
Oh my.
That's a 14.
All right. Um your parents have two different reactions. Your mother seems a bit excited. Um like she wants to hear all the details. Like when you walk in, she's like sitting there enjoying now her dinner. Um just kind of like eyeing you when you walk in, like kind of like you would expect like a teen kid at high school being like watching their friend coming in like, tell me the details, I want to know everything type of look. Your father looks a bit, his face is very hard to read. There's a whole mix of emotions there. It's there's some anger, there's some interest, there's some worry. He's not quite sure what to think of what happened because he doesn't know what happened there. Um, but your mother, like when you walk in, she's like usher, like waving you over, like hurry, get over here. We want the details.
I'll walk over as she gestures and give her a hug when I approach before sitting down and glancing over to my father. Um,
Your father looks up when you finally sit, and he's like, he just, can you not go off in the middle of stream? Thank you. um, he nods to you. It was quite a spectacle. Every saw group, including my mother, pulled up on stage to speak with the king himself, newly coronated king. What was it about? And his tone is very firm, as is normal. Um, but there's still the kind of warmth you're used to, father.
well, apparently myself and the others who were called up are uh, chosen for a prophecy, and we're supposed to help the kingdom.
Your father sits there for a bit and just he nods his head a few times. He's like looks to your mother. And your mother's just like putting her hands together. She's like, "Oh, it's a blessing from fate. How wonderful. Um, I always knew someone from our family would do great things. So excited. Do you know any details about it? Do you know like anything? When do you leave? Any of that?" She seems like the one who's much more excited about it, and your father's just like watching, kind of shaking his head a bit, more like the kind of shaking your head with a small smile where he's like, it's a bit stupid, but it seems he's not upset.
I think they want us to leave pretty soon, actually. So I'm kind of sent back here to start gathering stuff before I go talk to him again tomorrow. Yeah, the fate of the kingdom's kind of important, so they want us to start pretty soon.
Alright. Well, is there anything you will need before you go?
Oh, I was gonna go through my things upstairs to figure out what I would need and everything that I can take with me. So otherwise, I'm not so sure right now.
Right? Do not let the excitement keep you up. Remember, you are trained to fight. You are gotta turn off the freaking sound for the freaking um you're trained to fight and go into some of these things. They clear mind. So don't forget that. Um and your mother nods her head with him. She's like, when you leave, you must see us in the morning. Of course, we will not hold you back, but we do expect your return.
Of course, I don't plan on going anywhere for permanently. So
Good, good. Remember, when in danger, you should hold yourself as the most important person in your life, because it is your life.
it
Your
is my life,
well-being.
but I do want to help other people.
You can,
I'm not gonna let someone hurt if I know I can do something about it.
yeah. It's just don't get too over yourself. Remember how your father was. Uh, don't don't get way too over yourself. Even if there's the slightest doubt that you can't do something, you shouldn't put yourself in danger to try. And your
Except that's
father's
not how we learn and grow. We challenge ourselves and we get better. That's what you all taught me.
your father kind of nods. You've been trained well. I know you'll do well. You should eat. No person can fight well on an empty stomach. And he motions to the barkeep and to bring over a meal for you as well. And soon you have a plate of food in front of you. Just a pretty big meal, a steak, some potatoes, bit of gravy.
Oh, honestly, did you not
Of
read the
course, of
colony
course.
policy
Mm,
that defines you as company
did I do?
property?
There we go. All right. Um, moving on, we have Owen. Did you go with them to find a place to stay, or did you go find your own place to stay?
I can't remember. Was a place was offered, right?
Yes, you guys did have a place offered to you.
Owen would absolutely take it.
All right. So, what about Keldor and Kim?
What about huh?
Did you guys take the place offered to you to stay, or did you leave to go find your own place to stay?
I took it.
Okay. Kim?
Uh, Probably would have gone back to the inn, but is there any chance that I could go find Milo after all of this?
Yes, and we will get to that in just a bit.
Okay, I just
Um,
suspicions.
suspicious. All right, so Owen and Ace, you are both led by this man you've come to know by the name of Nim. Um, and he leads you through the palace. It's not exactly staying in the palace. He takes you outside to still on the palace grounds, but to a kind of larger side house. And he looks at you too. He's like, "This is where a few of our keepers stay. We don't have any to the palace just yet due to a changing of um staffing right now, so it's completely empty. It is completely clean. Um, very nice warm. There's a fireplace in there, and there should be some food already in there. Uh, if you know how to prepare it. If not, I can bring something over for the two of you. Yeah, he motions to the house that is being offered to you guys.
Does he stay or does he leave after talking to them?
He doesn't exactly leave. He kind of stands there for a bit. Um, do you guys have any questions? Or like
Owen would immediately be looking around the place, one for traps, and two to make sure, like, to mark exits from the building.
all right. Roll me. Well, you have trap sense as a rogue, right?
I actually don't know.
I don't remember if 5e rogues get trap sense.
I don't think so, Snow.
I don't recall either.
I don't
I've
think
never
so.
quite heard of it because we've never used it otherwise. So I don't think automatically it would just be like,
It's a feat,
yeah,
it looks like.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I think for some reason am I thinking 3.5 for some reason?
Could be.
Do they get trap sense? Oh, it says they get them at third level.
I don't even know where that would be marked on my sheet.
It'd probably be under features and traits. Hi, welcome to Kurai doesn't remember stuff about certain classes because they've never actually played that class. Features and traits. I don't.
No, I just have lucky as a feat.
Ah, all right.
Got some lucky feet there, sir.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
I pretend like I know what's going on.
Put them grippers away.
So
God damn it.
then roll me investigation. Holy shit! Batman, look at.
Oh no.
Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Nat one.
You close your eyes while looking around the room.
Uh-huh.
You had one job.
Nice.
As you're looking around, you keep getting like the feeling that there's definitely a trap somewhere, but you just can't find it.
The
And it
first
like,
nat one.
oh my god, Kai, you got the first nat 1 of the campaign.
Oh, I'm going to have the most. My luck is
Bingo.
awful.
You constantly have this feeling like there's definitely a trap somewhere, and it's definitely the fact that Nim's just standing there watching you. And he's just waiting for you to find the trap. You know it. You know he's just waiting for you to find the trap so that it gets triggered. And you just can't get rid of that feeling. You know it's there, but you can't find it. But you mark all the exits. Really. There's tons of exits. All the exits. You know where all the exits are. None of those are trapped, but you're sure there's like a creaky floorboard somewhere. It's just gonna trigger like the entire house going into flames. You're certain of it.
Oh god. Damn it. I mean, Owen would absolutely look like a crazy person then, just sitting there like imagine one of those montages in a cartoon where the person's like boinging all across the room. Looking at things. That would literally be Owen right now. Like, where is it? I know it's here. Where is it? Give it to me. Let me get rid of it. Where is it? I will not be caught type of situation.
I've never thought about the verb boinging like that.
Mm-hmm.
Boinging. That's wonderful. Yeah. But you can't find anything. After a bit of just watching, Nim just, did you need me to send food over? I mean, there's bread, there's a few jams, so bread and jam. I just fucking referenced a Barbie movie. Fuck's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Ace nods very fast
Bump up the jam.
and rushes the bread table.
I guess he wants bread and jam. And he looks to Owen. He's like, "Do you want anything in particular, or is like the bread and jam to your liking?"
Owen would kind of pause and glance at him, eyes narrowed because she doesn't trust this man at all now. You wouldn't happen to have any lettuce or salad something or other, would you?
I can have some over, he said. Just turns, walking out the door. He does like, uh, is there a stat for passive insight?
Yeah,
Yes.
there's no, well,
Yeah.
there's passive, yes, passive perception, passive investigation, and passive insight.
What's your passive insight?
15.
Okay. So he like stops a bit from the door and like leans, making a floorboard creak a bit, and then just carries on.
What an asshole. He's gonna come back and that floorboard's gonna be gone.
Yeah, so he leaves in about 20 minutes or so later. There's a swift knock on the door, and you hear just a excuse me. I was sent here with some healthy greens for someone. Um I is there anyone actually here? And they're like, you see like someone kind of peeking through the window a bit. They're like, someone actually here?
Owen seeing them through the window would just arc an eyebrow and then literally lift a hand to gesture for them to come in.
Oh, fuck! That just, oh.
You okay?
You know how there's like a funny bone on the elbow?
Oof.
There's one on the knee too. I was adjusting my legs and slammed my knee into my table.
Oof.
Ooh, owie. Um, but they quickly come in and they got a pretty decently sized bowl of like leafy greens. There's some tomatoes in there. There's a few other various salad vegetables. I don't eat salads a lot, so I don't know what vegetables fucking go on a salad. But they're like, I have what, sir. Did you actually like remove the floorboard?
Oh
by
yeah,
the
it's
way?
gone.
They like pause looking at the floorboard and they're like, do I need to get that repaired? Um, we don't want our guests staying in some place that's not in proper repair. And like step over the floorboard, like looking in, like but they like set down the bowl of like leafy greens and vegetables. Like, did you need anything else?
Owen kind of pauses for a second and then looks at the woman and is quiet. Um, could you perhaps procure some fish as well? Is that within your wheelhouse?
Um, I believe we just got some from, I forgot what city it has fish as the main export. Where's my fishing town? Me. We did just get some exported from Corinne. Um, I can definitely try and get some. About how many would you want, and is there any like, specific kind of fish you're looking for? And did you want it already cooked?
No, raw will do fine. Any general type fish, and then if you have clams or smaller crustaceans, that would also be greatly appreciated, and as many as you can spare.
Yes, I can certainly look for that for you. On the other hand, I'm aware you guys will be staying here for the night, as I've been made aware. Um, in case you're wondering, there, upstairs is where the rooms are. Between the first two doors, there's going to be a cabinet, and there will be bedding there for you two. Did you need someone to draw a bath for you? We do have a basin, but it does take a while to heat things up. I was wondering if you guys needed some.
Their brows kind of furrow as they look at the person a little weird. Draw a bath?
Yes, putting water in a basin, heating it up. Soaps and salt. For various things, exfoliating, cleaning the hair, cleaning the skin, um, relaxation for the most part sometimes. Just
So
self.
Owen's eyes kind of like gloss over, and it's so clear from their expression that like all of that is literally as foreign as a whole different language to them. Their idea of bathing is probably like hopping in the water and just scrubbing down a little bit. They've never had like a fancy bath or somebody draw anything for them before.
I see. Okay. She like looks to Ace and she's like, "Did you need a bath drawn for you?"
Ace is currently like sitting at the foot of the table. The entire table has been completely polished, and he's just kind of staring, and he shakes his head very lightly.
Okay. Very well. Um, I will go get that fish stems and crustaceans for you, and then I will go and prepare the bedding and beds for you both. Um, and she like eyes you both, and she's like, "Did you guys any new tunic or any frocks or anything? Any new clothing in general? I've been instructed to treat you both as if you were nobility visiting. Do my do."
Ace kind of stares blankly.
I'll take that as a no. She like walks back where she like kind of trips on the like missing floorboard a bit. She like quickly turns around. She's like, um, but about okay, about say 30-ish minutes later, she does show up again, just pushing the door open this time. She's got a pretty big um basket held. It's like about I'd say about 2 feet wide. Um Pretty deep, and there's various stuff in there. There's a bunch of fish and a whole lot of small, like kind of lobster looking, but a lot smaller, and a few clams on top. She's like, Mrs. They like pause and they're like, "I don't know your name. Um, but I have the fish and sea life you asked for." And they like properly avoid the floorboard now, and like set it on the table, and she's like, "Forgot, Tilly. Um, I'll be the one who's helping you here. I'm the main caretaker of our little house here. Um, yes. So I will go make the bed. Enjoy." She like just moves quickly to run upstairs and get to work up there. What do you do?
Was the fish and whatnot delivered in anything? Or is it just like on a
Yes,
plate
it's
or
no, it's in like a bit of a kind of like basket type. It's like a basket, it has like rope handles. Think like a small basin, except it's like able to be carried.
Okay. Owen would kind of
Ready?
tug it towards herself so that it's like in front of her, and she would just be sitting with it for a minute because she's literally waiting for this woman to like finish what she's doing and then leave.
So she quickly she can be heard rummaging around upstairs, um quickly doing her things up there. Uh, about I'd say about 15 more minutes pass before she comes down, and she gives a quick bow, and she's like, "I will see you both in the morning when I bring over breakfast foods. I'll be bringing over breads, um, and I assume you would want another salad." She looks at Owen.
That would be very much appreciated. Thank you.
Of course, it is my duty. Um, and she gives another nod and quickly leaves.
Once she's gone, Owen would be working her way out of the house, towards like the river that she found earlier that was kind of like away from people.
Say that again?
Once the like innkeeper, housekeeper lady leaves, Owen would be working her way out of the house towards like the secluded river that she found last session.
Alrighty.
With the basket of fish. That is with her.
Alrighty. With what's your carrying capacity?
Let me see.
All right, Blue.
Wait.
Bow, bow, bow.
Blue's good too. We can too.
That's a very good question. I don't know how to see that.
I think it's an inventory.
It should be right at the top in inventory.
I mean, right,
Right under the words.
like it says my current like weight that I have on me is 26 and I'm unencumbered.
Encumbrance.
Oh, if
Oh,
you click it, it'll tell you what your encumbrance is.
okay, your carrying
60
capacity is
pounds. I am
180.
encumbered at 60 pounds,
Jeez.
heavily encumbered at 120.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Push drag and lift is 360 though. So yeah, you get there pretty. It takes you about, I'd say, about 15 minutes to get there.
Perfect. Is that a lot? What were the wows for? I don't know.
Oh, I thought mine was only
It's not a
19.
lot.
Oh no, I'm weak. I only have strength of 12. Nah.
But yeah, you make it to the river.
Once at the river, Owen would carefully be pulling the pendant from around her neck and holding it out in her hand, using it to release her companion so that she can feed them dinner.
So before you appears massive, a massive mantis shrimp who just plops into the water and like starts like kind of like doing their normal, like when they first get into water, they're always like trying to absolutely coat themselves and like make sure they're absolutely doused in water, and they just like look up at you expectantly, seeing that you have this big thing of food.
Owen would walk up and carefully kind of like run a hand down the side of where their face is, smiling, talking to it softly before grabbing a fish and tossing it in its direction, and then throwing like the uh clams and like the shellfish down so that it can hunt. I'm using air quotes here, hunt them.
Yeah. So when you first kind of like stroke its face, it gives off a bit of a chittering sound. And it moves to when the first offered the food, it's incredibly happy, just snatches it right up, and when the crustaceans and clams are thrown down, it's like instantly diving down for them, just mine. So it's just very gratefully eating.
Owen would sit there long enough for it to eat and to spend some time with their companion before calling them back into the necklace, putting it back on, and then heading to the inn again. They're not going to stay gone long. They just want to make sure that their companion's fed.
Yeah. Yeah. Understand. Yep. All right. Um. Ace, is there anything you do in your kind of alone time in this little house?
Really? Ace kind of waits, but anything that Owen does or tries to do, Owen or Ace watches very carefully. So that entire conversation, Ace has been, I wouldn't say rudely staring. I would say more like very antisocially just watching anything that
All right.
Owen had done.
So very people watchy.
Yes, like not really
Um.
knowing that it's not really knowing that it's rude, but more so just kind of watching.
Mhm.
So
Um.
when Owen left, Ace's first instinct was to go to, if there was a window, they would go to the window and watch them leave.
Yeah. There's quite a few windows. I. Oh no. What notes? What notes am I missing?
But if you look,
It's my actual
yeah, like
notes.
the session
For
notes
the
that
session.
Storybook keeps, they're phenomenal. They're hilarious.
I'm glad you enjoy them.
I forgot that you do that. Oh no.
I forgot you guys could watch me while I'm doing it.
Could I thought they were being judged?
um. But yeah. So you watch them kind of like so traveling to this like more secluded creek slash river is there is a forest between you, so you see them kind of like vanish to the woods to get there, and soon you do see them coming back. Do you like stand there and watch until they do return?
Yes, I kind of like wait at the window, like kind of watch as any passerbys go by. When I see them again, I rush back to the side of the bed and kind of just sit on like the corner of it, waiting for them to come in again.
All right, all right. um Eventually you do hear like the door open and close as Owen. Um, did you, by the way, Owen, did you leave like the tub of fish and crustaceans at the river, or did you drag it back with you?
All of the fish would have been gone, so Owen would have brought back like the empty basket to place back on the
Yeah.
table.
All right. So yeah, you just hear like downstairs below you hear like the thunk of the tub being set on the table. And I'm assuming you head upstairs to find bed.
I assume so.
Yeah, correct.
I was yeah. All right. So like was said, there's the first two doors upon coming in is the is the first there's two kind of open doors that are like kind of left purposely open to like signify, hey, these are the rooms for you guys. um the first one, which is the one, Kelder, you're in, you see Ace just, sitting on the corner of a bed, signifies that the second room probably.
Owen will move towards whatever room is open. I'm sorry. Storybook's killing me. Yeah, Owen will move to whichever room is not occupied.
Damn it. All right. Then we will leave you two, and we'll finally head off to Kin. Kin, you said you wanted to try and find Milo.
Yes, please.
All right. So after leaving the event, you kind of like wandered around the rest of the event for a bit. Before sun fell, everyone started kind of going to where they want to go. And heading back towards your inn, you actually don't have to search much because when you enter, him and Crow are sitting at a table in the lower tavern. And they both look up and first step in.
I immediately go to the. I assume there's a bar here, correct?
Yep.
I'd like to go and take a mug of whatever their weakest ale is, and then I'll head over to speak with the two of them.
All right. When you come over, Crow is kind of just fiddling with a small contraption in her hands. And Milo is just kind of like leaned back, reading over a few papers that he has with him, kind of like examining notes, kind of. Um, where did my fucking there's the browser. Um, they kind of Milo like peeks over the paper. He's like, took you long enough to get that.
Well, I was looking for you or a good brothel to spend the night at, but looks like I found you instead.
Still have those habits, it seems.
Of course. I haven't changed much. Doesn't seem you have either.
When you're as old as I, it's hard to change. Anyway, he like sets the papers down. He's like, I have a pretty good guess you have questions.
Just one.
That is.
What exactly did your friend do to the new boy king?
And it's at this point, Crow looks up. The contraption she's holding kind of like pops a bit, and like a flurry of sparkles shoots out the top, kind of like doing tiny little fireworks. And she like looks up. She's like, "This contraption is absolutely amazing." And like Milo just takes and he's like, "You got asked a question, Crow." And Crow's like, "Oh, yes. What did I do?" Temple protection. She like gives a small smile. You can tell she's lying out of her teeth, though.
Uh, right. Well, I suppose if I'm not going to get a straight answer out of you, I'd rather know what you meant by this connection that you mentioned between me and Milo here. But I suppose I won't get a straight answer there either.
Mm, well, really. It's a connection, for lack of better words. Just, it means you can't escape each other. It means you can't. She, like, thinks as if she's pondering best word. It binding a so simpler ways, I guess. Kind of like leans on her a bit, just observing.
I don't much like that description.
Well, there's a lot of things people don't like about that. The least of my concerns, really.
Hmm. Well, unless you have something else for me, well, I'm curious what it is you're doing here. I assume you're looking for me, and I'm not getting any answers. I'm going to go and get some rest before I go on whatever this strange quest is, and get far, far away from the two of you and this city.
Milo like looks up at the mention of the quest and he's like, "Oh, about that. Um, do be careful." And like there's like a rush of like warmth almost when he says, kind of like filling chest.
Is this a familiar feeling?
Yes, very familiar. You used to get this all the time.
I clutch at my chest, uh, trying to place it.
It's similar to roll me history.
12.
It's similar to the feeling you would get when Milo referred to you as his prized creation.
Mm.
And Milo like glances to Crow. He like nods, stands. Farewell. If you need anything, you'll find. Do hope your journey is safe and that you stay well. I've put so much sudden as they use. Crow like stands as well, offering. She has. It seems that she always has this like wicked grin. It like never leaves her face really.
Can I make any inference, any idea of why she's always looking like this? Is there something behind it that I can eke
Roll
out?
insight. Roll insight.
Ew. Jesus, 11.
11. No, not really. It just seems she always has this smug look to her. It's always. It's always like. And you've seen her a few times before today. And even then, she always had this wicked grin, always watching and observing type of look. She like gives a little bit like, "We meet again."
Very well. I'll do my best to take good care of your precious investment. I'm going to bed.
Roll me perception.
Drink, drink, drink!
22.
So as you're leaving, and they're starting to part ways, you overhear just Pro letting out like a little laugh, and she's like, "That was such a cruel trick to play on. You're so dastardly for doing that." And there's just like you just hear as their voices fade, you hear just a "I don't know what you're talking about" type of tone. Um, but now soon they leave, get to retire to your own bedroom.
Assholes. What did you say that he would call me?
Huh? What?
The
Rise creation.
prize
Prize
create.
create.
What was
Yeah,
the other person's name? It was Crow and what?
Crow and Milo. Shit, I need to move where greens are. My fucking OneNote fucked up. What the shit? Why you doing this, bitch?
They'd be icky. Yeah, I guess I'll just, since I can't get anything out of them, I'm going to bed.
Yes. Um, soon enough, um, everyone's in bed. Everyone's retired for the night. Um, and once again, morning comes all too quick. Um, and you all do your normal morning routines, packing up what you can where you've been staying. Um, Iris, in the morning when you are finishing up your packing, um, you are approached by your mother as you're packing your room. Um, she's holding two items. One is an emblem, and one is uh, a simple cloth item. She comes to you and she's like, your father and I wanted to give you for you left here. She comes
Oh,
over and she takes one of your hands and places a um it's a simple god symbol. It is the symbol for ours, the god of fate. And she's like, within the Feywild, it is very common for us to worship fate, as well as his foredaughters. Uh, I hope that fate will protect you on your journey, and that should you should you be hurt, and she like pauses, should you not return, that you will be taken care of wherever you do go. She like brings your hands up, curls your fingers over the symbol, and like presses a little kiss to your fingers. She's like, "We love you, my dear. Please be safe. It is of utmost importance to us that you are safe."
I
And she
love you
like,
too, mother. And I don't plan on not coming back.
very good. And she like sets it's just a simple ornate looking bag that she sets on top of the symbol. Take this. It'll probably help you quite a bit. Yeah.
Well, thank you. It's beautiful.
It helped your father quite a bit on his travels.
I see. Well, I'm happy to get this. I guess, can we call it an heirloom? Because we're gonna call it an heirloom.
It might as well be. Um, it's from his travels within the Feywild. Uh, please be safe.
I'll do
She
my
like
best, I promise.
stresses it. Um, we will have someone take you to the palace. Do
Uh,
do
and I'm
take
gonna
care.
step forward and just give her a big hug.
She like returns the hug and she's like, "Look at my little girl. She's going off to be a." She's like all excited. She's like, "I'm so happy that going off and being your own person. It's so scary, but I believe in you. You'll do well."
Well,
Don't.
I'm excited to explore as well. You know, I've always been interested in the great wide world.
Yes, yes, you always have been. It's. I think you get it from me. And she like, kind of like grabs your cheeks, lowers your head just a bit so she can press a little kiss on your forehead. She's like, "Go say goodbye to your father."
I will. And I could only learn so much from a book, so now I get the experience of the world.
Yes, we, we will be waiting for you. We'll be waiting for word from you, whether it be hmm, whether it be through where you're from, or if you find another way to. Yes, I'll leave you to finish. Go say goodbye to your father. And she like
Oh,
steps back, gives a little like head bow. She's like, "I'm so proud of you." And she like turns and goes off to finish her packing because they do have to head back to Taladon soon.
um, and I'll start slowly emptying out what I was putting into one backpack and start putting it into the other backpack.
Alrighty. Um, soon you finish up, and I'm assuming after you finish up, you head to go see your father.
Yes.
So you head off to find your father. He's in a room that was kind of set aside to be somewhat of an office. He's looking out the window at all the hustle and bustle, um, and at the cart that's being filled with um the with their thing for taking home.
And I'll gently knock on the door before standing in the doorway and waiting to be let in.
He turns his head. He's like, "Come in."
Good morning. I hope you slept well.
I did. For the most part, there was there was a lot to think about, but I'm assuming your mother gave you the items.
She did. Thank you.
Yes.
I
Um,
will. I'll make sure to use them on the journey.
I know typically in Taladon it is not very widely practiced to follow ours. It's not very practiced widely in Isandr much, period. But I believe that that symbol protected me on my travel, protect my daughter.
I'll make sure to keep it safe.
You'll be setting off soon. I'm assuming you have everything you need. You should not carry, you should not bring anything you cannot carry on your person. That bag will carry a lot. It, like, gives you a look. Carry a lot. Trust.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, and I'm sure my companions will too. Thank you.
Oh, very well. And he pauses for a moment. I'm assuming I'm assuming uh you would want parting. He like opens his arms, and he's not a very huggy person. So he like opens his arms, and he's like, "Come here."
Uh, she will quickly run forward and wrap her arms around him as
He
well,
like
knowing that this is a not a common thing.
and he like grunts a bit. And he's like, he like just rubs your back a bit, and he like does the same thing as your mother did. And he gives you a small kiss. He's like, "Fate,
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hurt you?
no, fine." He's just like,
Oh.
"Fate guide you here. I will excitedly wait for you and your
I'll ma-
mother, you and your mother, me and your mother will both not figure out the words there." All right,
I'll make sure to write.
all right. And he like presses his forehead to yours, and then he like separates. He's like, "Now be gone with you. You have a world to see."
Yes, sir. And then she'll go back. I'm assuming I did just get a bag of holding. That's
Yeah,
I'm gonna add that to my inventory. Okay, cool.
it's a very ornate one.
Yeah.
You guys
Look,
don't know the shenanigans that
I'm
can
a
happen
bougie
with
bitch, okay?
there's like definitely some gold inlay there. There's like really intricate embroidery on it.
I'm a bougie
Uh,
bitch.
yeah, you're a bougie bitch. You got like essentially a Gucci bag. The bag of Gucci.
Bag of Gucci.
Oh my goodness. You guys don't know the shenanigans that can happen with a bag of holding. You don't know what can
Oh.
come out of the bag of
Oh,
holding.
I'm fully aware. I am fully aware. Thank you very much.
You don't know what can come
Mhm.
out of that bag of holding.
Yeah, no, yep.
Oh shit, I gotta, crap, I gotta grip a Fujitech now. Hello, Mikey.
Oh,
He returned. You doing okay? Gotta turn,
yeah. Uh,
I gotta turn you up a bit. Let me grab Fujitech real quick. Mikey. There you go. Here's my viewers are just seeing this happen. Oh shit. Ah, big trap.
Move all of my shit. Get out of here, normal backpack. You're no longer needed.
goodness.
Alright. Are you aware of like what all has happened thus far?
So far, no, I just got back.
Alright, so far everyone had returned to their places for the night, and then there were a few interactions between people. Um,
Hmm.
and now it's morning the next day after you guys have received the quest. I'm assuming the night before you returned to where you typically sleep within the palace as the king's personal helpsman. Um, and you kind of just went about your normal duty for the night.
Okay.
Um, but bit that voice. I like your voice. All right. So storybook.
Yeah.
Um, I can't- I fucking love storybooks notes. They're so funny.
Look, I gotta
um,
remember the important things.
yeah, you got to remember how you're fighting Crow and Milo on
I
site
am. It's
now.
on site.
Jeez.
You
Fuck
don't even
them.
know. You don't even know.
No, I know. Storybook knows. Iris doesn't know, but Storybook knows.
Yeah. Okay.
Never forget.
So in the morning, for Owen and Ace, in the morning, there's a knock downstairs before you can hear the door opening before closing again. Um, there's just shuffling downstairs now. It is Tilly who's coming in to bring the food that you guys wanted. How do you see your guys this morning start for you?
Owen wakes up pretty early, so likely Owen would have either been awake in the room listening or downstairs already whenever Tilly came in.
After that roll, are you sure you slept?
Valid.
Bed's not trash?
You know what? I might have a point of exhaustion because that's a good point.
Roll me. Let's see. Roll me Constitution to see if you could even stay up.
Just a saving throw? Or just a
Um,
straight constitution throw?
just straight Constitution.
That'd be a 6. I
Yeah,
hate Beyond. I hate
you
D&D
like
Beyond dice.
you you got like halfway through the night before you kind of just crash. Albeit you are an elf, so I'm pretty sure you only trance.
Yeah, 4 hours of meditation.
So you like kind of collapsed into bed and like tranced to laying down. Um, and then you did wake up kind of like your normal time. Um, and you said you're possibly already downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Julie, walks in, brings the food, sets it down. She looks a bit different today. As yesterday, I realized I didn't really describe how she looked yesterday. She's a fully elven woman with kind of pale silvery gray skin with deep um with like almost like glowing silver markings along showing skin. And her hair is a long silver hair with like vibrant jewel blue eyes. She's a moon elf. Um, as yesterday she had her hair up in like a nice tight bun. Today her hair is down. It comes about to her ass.
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. It's a raid. Time to party.
Where's my OneNote? There it is. Her clothing's very different. Yesterday was much more ornate looking because of the event. Now it's more of like simple kind of like yeah. I brought you food. The king will be in the main throne room. He's not seeing anyone today. His duties don't officially stop just yet. There will be Nim there as well. There'll be many you don't know there. It is best advised, do not look him in the eyes. Does get a bit testy when people do that. Just so you know. Just a warning for your safety. Just a small one.
You a fucking hippogriff? What the hell?
Huh? Huh?
Is he a fucking hippogriff? The hell?
No. You'll
Walk
find
up
out
and
soon
bow to
what
him.
he is. You'll find out soon what he is. But yes. Be careful of him. He is the king's one of the king's advisors, much like Nim. It would do you well to respect him. Because the king may also get torpedoed. So yes. Food. Do I need to go wake up Ace?
Yes, you do.
She looks to Owen. She's like, do you know if he's awake yet?
I haven't heard him stirring. It may be a good idea.
Please, my ears.
Please! I've been saying that this entire time. I'm losing it.
Is there a problem, Snow?
Please, my ears.
You'll be
Oh,
fine, Snow.
that's something for the fucking bingo card. Karai having a breakdown over people's voices. All right. Yeah. She's like, all right then. I will go do that. She quickly runs upstairs and you just hear a kind of bang as she just kicks open the door and she's like, time to wake up, my
Ace.
dear friend.
Ace audibly screams.
Oh god. What are you doing to the child?
Like, so you wake up easy. I will remember that for next time. Apologies. I'm used to having to wake up servants like that. I realize you're not actually servants. I'm just used to doing that in here. And you can see in the door there's like multiple holes, and it's probably from how much she kicks this door open with her heels. Because she's wearing heels right now. Sorry about that. There's food downstairs. The king will be expecting you shortly after you finish, probably. If you finish as quickly as you did yesterday, considering the bread you ate yesterday. Is your stomach okay on that point?
Ace nods very lightly, but a very weird look in his eye says he's still hungry.
Okay. I don't know how someone could physically eat that much bread without exploding, but down you go. Since need a bath, close, out you go, get down, go eat. The king is she like turns, she's like, I will finish cleaning. She just like heads into where Owen's room was, and starts cleaning there. Yeah, I'm assuming you head down to
Oh yeah, absolute mad dash.
Mad
Like
Dad.
every time Ace goes to eat, it's like he's never eaten before.
God.
Owen watches this and just sits at the end of the table as I'm assuming Ace is just going ham on what's there, correct?
Correct, yes.
Have you never eaten before?
Ace sets down his food immediately and just like looks up at you and kind of ignores the question and says, "Hi."
I
The look of confusion on Owen's face right now, just hello?
Ace resumes eating.
Literally like sputtering sounds before Owen's just like, okay, all right, I'll get a hand bit off if I say anything else, and like just eats her salad quietly.
God, freaking awesome. But yes, as you guys are eating, I will run to Kin. How was your night's sleep?
Not particularly good, more than likely. Just a little perplexed and upset that he couldn't get really anything out of those two, but really not knowing that he shouldn't have expected anything. But still a little focused on this connection that they're mentioning because the way that they're saying it, he's grasping that there's something else other than the fact that there's a history there, but can't quite think in his memory what that could mean, and also a little hurt by the clear distance that still exists between him and Milo, with him looking at Kin as being more like an investment and creation rather than a person. So not great sleep, but probably still got the full amount.
All right. Roll me. Did you hear me?
No, I did not. It cut
I
out.
said,
So sorry.
I said, roll me Arcana.
You've been cutting out off and on all night. Might want to move your mic a little closer.
Fucker. Okay, is that better?
Yes.
Okay,
I got a
roll.
16.
Okay, 16. So unfortunately, we're not able to really figure out what they meant.
Damn.
Yeah, it seems much too out of your um kind of what you know of magic. Um, yeah.
Damn.
So after you wake up from kind of a bit of a restless night, still getting your sleep, what do you do?
Usual morning stretches, the same thing that he does every day, and then immediately setting out for. I assume that he remembers that they're all meeting at the palace, correct?
Yes.
He's just gonna head straight towards the palace after having a little bit of food and uh, getting his morning rituals out of the way.
All right. Drat, that brings us to you. Your morning routine is pretty strict. It's getting up, getting your breakfast, getting dressed. Um, typically, drawing a bath. You typically draw a bath in the morning, have a
A
small bath
shower.
then. Yeah. Um, kind of like a normal routine, heading out for training just after sunrise. You typically are woken a bit before sunrise. Um, but today you have something special you have to do. You head after your normal waking routine, you are brought to the throne room. Um, Instead of, going to the king's side, you are instructed to stand before him as more people are brought in to stand next to you. And this is the group that you had with you previously yesterday, the group for the prophecy. Um, so now all of you are before the king. There's the king. On to his side is Nim, and to his other side is a very tall man. The king kind of only comes to like his clavicle. Is like the closest he can get on this man. He's very broad, kind of paler, pointed ears, and scales gracing his cheeks, and some of his visible shoulders. He wears very ornate clothing. There's golden embroidery, and it kind of drapes off his shoulders, almost kind of like a kimono. Japanese, Japanese is it's kind of almost like that style. It seems more just like an open coat though, but it drapes down and it's nice and long like that. And he just stands there, kind of eyeing you all, and the king kind of just like he's like, "Did everyone sleep well? Is everyone okay? Is everyone good this morning?"
Still confused, but good.
That's that's good. That's good. Um, I do wish we could have like met on better circumstances. That he gets all flustered when Drax starts laughing. It's like
Yeah.
she's like, and like Drax, you know the like tall man next to him. You know what he is. You know who he is, and you just like get a really sharp glare from this man to like silence yourself. Um, and then the king's just like, yes. So, he like looks to Nim, and Nim's like, yes, we should get this going. Um, so as said, there's an artifact, fine, but it's not just one artifact. So there's first 3 artifacts you have to find belonging to 3 gods. First you will need to head to Calor, is where you will need to find a holy item known as the Emblem of Evolution. It is an item belonging to Ars, the god of fate.
Emblem of what? I'm sorry.
Emblem of Evolution.
Emblem of evolution.
Oh,
You said it was for ours, the god of fate.
yes. My guy. You're deafened. You're deafened. That's why. You were deafened. Okay. Next you will need to go to Ferris, which is the leading holy city of Mara, the god of the beyond, where you will find the emblem of death. Then finally to Corinne, find the emblem of life.
Wait.
Which
Life or light?
life.
And you said it's located in Corinne?
Corinne, yes. Finally, once all
Okay.
three
How do you spell that? Sorry.
life.
Corinne.
Oh,
Oh,
Corinne.
Corin.
And then where was the emblem of evolution located?
That is in Calorin. Calirin.
RIN. Okay.
Yes.
And
All three
Ferris
of
is
the
FERRIS, I'm assuming.
VERIS.
VERIS.
All three of these are kind of like the closest 3 towns to to fuck, what town are we in right now? What's the capital? Odessa. My bad. They're kind of like the 3 closest cities, each in a bit of a separate direction. But once Nim continues, once all 3 items are acquired, you will need to use them to find the Helm of Karsus, which is located somewhere in the Alebe Forest.
Repeat that. Where is it located?
The Alebe Forest, Elebe. You will find a place known as the First Palace, and it is being guarded by a woman known as the Immortal Queen.
Oh,
Um,
Immortal Queen, right?
Sounds hot.
Immortal
I'm on
Queen.
board.
Sorry, yes, Immortal Queen, you said?
Queen, yes. Once all 4 items are acquired, you will need to return here to the palace. And the Helm of Karsus will be destroyed through a ritual. And this will allow us to make sure that this ritual Atai are created. Voice words fuck. This will make sure that the God of Chaos that the Atai are trying to bring forward will not make it here.
Damn.
You will have to act fast as they're also looking for this. And they are looking only for the. But there will also be many trying to find these other 3 items. If one of them is destroyed, then the helm cannot be destroyed. So it is of utmost. He claps. He's like,
Oh God.
ah,
Sorry. Give me one sec.
huh? Wait,
Uh,
huh? Is something happen?
I don't know.
They stepped away for a second.
Ah. Bougie bitch with my bag of holding. I love that. Alright. Before you head off, you will need to stop at the monastery of Aeolus. You'll have to pick up you'll need to pick up the I like purses his lips a bit, think it's like the alien. Don't really know what he is. The green guy. Him. The guy with no nose. He's like, I don't know what he is. You guys are gonna have to ask him what he is, because I don't know.
You mean what?
What? Yeah, I was like,
He's saying you guys gotta go pick up Neuron because he
Okay,
doesn't know
okay.
what he is.
Okay.
He doesn't
okay.
he doesn't know what a Githyanki is.
What the frick is a Kithia?
Exactly.
Lae'zel from Baldur's Gate 3 is Githyanki.
Yeah.
Someone gets it.
I do.
Someone in this chat's real.
I gotta add his Fujitech. Hold on. We got everyone now. Woo! We did it. Wait.
Uh-huh.
GG. All right.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
Yeah. He just said that you guys just have to stop at the Stereolus. No, it's yeah, Monastery of Heliolus, because Ace was staying in the monastery of us. Yeah. So, um, did you guys need anything before you go? Any rations? Any kind of like?
I don't think so. I think we'll be fine.
Ace
All right.
raises their hand.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm assuming you need ration.
Ace nods.
We will have those given to you. And he like looks to the side, to a servant. He just like taps. The servant skitters off. And he looks to Drac, and he's like, "While you are gone, your place will be taken up. One of your fellow guardsmen. Uh, do your kingdom proud."
Uh, so raises his hand, a la Ace, a little bit making fun of him.
Huh?
Kin Kin also raises his hand, kind of making fun of Ace.
Oh,
You're so mean.
so mean.
I do have a question though. And I've forgotten what it was. Oh, my tab at the tavern is still open. Would you highfalutin types be willing to maybe pay that off just in case I don't come back?
And Nim kind of like gives an annoyed look to the large man. I realize, Kin, you also know this guy, like the really tall guy.
Yeah, I
So
figured.
you and Drac both know that this is the dragon.
Oh,
Yeah, he's just like
Ah.
the dragon, kind of like, well, uh, the journey to Caloran will take about 7 days on foot. You best get moving.
We don't have
Quickly
like
now.
horses or anything.
I was about to say, you offered us things we may need for the road, and you're not going to provide transportation?
Yeah, where the hell's transportation?
I mean, it doesn't have to be horses for all of us. We can take like a horse and a cart, but it might be quicker
But-
since this is it's such a time sensitive thing. We want to get there as fast as possible, of course.
And Nim looks at the dragon. He's like, "Yeah, why aren't you offering them horses, maybe, instead of forcing them to walk?" And the king's just like, he has his hand on his forehead, and he's just like, "We'll give you guys some horses." Am I still cutting out? My God, I need to turn my sensitivity up. I just realized I'm probably still.
You
cutting out.
are. It's whenever you're talking in character, you drop your like volume, and that's when you start
Ah.
cutting out.
Yep.
Let me turn that up. I turned my sensitivity up, so that should work a bit. I think it's because when I like talk in character, I kind of like lean back in my chair a bit. So, but yeah, the king's just like, "We'll give you guys horses. We'll give you 2 horses and a cart."
Thank you very much.
I
Yes.
appreciate it.
And thank you very much. And he like looks to Drac and he's like, "Thank you for your service thus far. I look forward to your return. Maybe you can learn to fix your attitude." And like, this is just like a fun little group of people who always have attitude with each other, let's be honest. But the dragon nods. He's like, "Off. Someone will meet you at the entrance to give you all the stuff you asked for, and you should be off soon. Obviously, to Dragon Catch."
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, soon you guys are ushered to the entrance where you are kind of given the rations you need. with a promise of getting more when you get to Caloran. And up front you see a horse, well, two horses. They're just two black horses. Standard stout cart pulling kind, not like high speed riding horses like Iris you may be used to. They're just normal kind of freight horses.
Do they have
Um,
names?
Let us name them. Please let us name them.
Whenever
Yeah,
Iris
please.
asks
Does
that,
anyone?
Owen immediately looks at her with this like, "Oh, sweetheart" look on her face because that's adorable as hell.
Please let us name the horses. One of them has to be named Bartholomew. Or Bucephalus. Either or.
Please not Bartholomew. I have so much D&D background with the name Bartholomew.
It's a good name.
It
And
is.
the-
It's the name of a literal golden boy who is courting one of my characters.
oh my goodness.
It's also the name of Bart Simpson.
Oh my goodness.
Bart Simpson.
But yes. They do not have names. I'm sorry. You guys can feel free to call them whatever you want, though. So it's like, and
Yeah.
it's like the little servant who's like showing you guys, giving you your stuff. She's like, "Here's your cart. Would you need directions to the monastery?"
Yes,
all?
please.
God damn it, Kai. Took me by
Sexy Kai
surprise
voice.
just a bit.
Stevie.
Yo, we'll be fine.
All right. It's going to be, there's the main road. About 4 roads down, where you'll find the first temple. It is going to be right next to Cerida's. And she like motions to the cart. She's like, "Have a good day. We'll see you guys soon." She like
Thank
turns
you.
around.
Have a good day.
She sounded like really annoyed, like, "I need to get back to work." And just she like pauses. She's like, gives a small smile. She's like, "Good day, my lady." And just like goes back into the palace, closing the doors behind you guys.
So Owen looks at the horses and cart and then at the motley little crew that they've gathered together and kind of tilts her head.
Do any of us have experience in navigating horses with a cart?
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least
I do.
At least 3 of you guys do.
Well
Ace
then,
shakes his head.
Because
you
I vote
Kin
Ace,
and
please. Please get up there. Take those rings, buddy.
And we can teach y'all as we go too, so we can all take turns.
because I know Kin and Drac at least were trained in it for their work. So who will be steering the cart?
I can
You can
give it
probably
a
do
go.
watches.
I can sit up front with whoever does it first.
I can give it a go.
Alright, roll me animal handling.
I have a bad feeling.
21, baby.
Alright,
I was
so yeah,
hoping for a fail.
you're able to like, everyone gets loaded in, you're able to like get the horses going and steer them quite well. Soon you are in front of the monastery of Hediolus, where Nurum will be standing outside. Nurum, you had kind of received a bit of a telepathic message earlier about everything that was said about how you need to go to Caloran, then Varus and Corin, to get the various emblems, and then to the Elite Forest to find the Helm of Karsus, which is an item you yourself have actually seen in your own monastery. It is good thing Kin isn't directionally challenged. Very good. You've seen it in like the paintings of your monastery. It is a wicked black steel helm with kind of, it frames up to the nose, and kind of painted on it in your paintings, it has like what resembles like multiple eyes on it.
Like that of the A-tie.
God damn it, there's another bingo.
Neuron blames problem on A-tie madness.
All right. But yeah, you kind of been run up on what's happening. And now the cart is here. To come
Morning.
and pick you up.
Ah, greetings, my friends. We shall be traveling together for a few months, presumably. I hope we will work together well.
Is anyone else afraid of him now?
Nope.
I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
We'll be
I would like
fine.
to note, Neuron is proportioned, like, genuinely inhumanly to a degree. Dude is proportioned like a string bean. Genuinely string bean, shaped. He's not friend shaped, he's string bean shaped.
Everything is
Damn
friend
near the
shaped.
color to match. Damn near the color to match as well.
Oh, good lord.
So you're saying he's
Water.
Gumby?
Not necessarily, but yes.
Every time I feel like Neurom speaks, Ace goes to Owen and hides behind them.
Most likely, Neurom is an unsettling figure. He would be talking in your brains if he wasn't worried that he might pop them.
No.
And that's a problem we'll get to on a later date.
And I'm just vibing. Sorry.
Alright. If we'd like, we can take our first break of the stream now, since it's kind of like a midpoint.
Sure.
Okie dokie.
So we can
Wonderful,
go
wonderful.
for dwinking. Let me get my.
Yes, shots.
Shot,
Oh, fuck
shot.
yeah.
Take a shot every bingo card space filled in.
Oh god, no, we'd be dead.
I still want to set that up like fully. I think that would be so much fun.
Yes.
That's gonna be fun. I've gone on my BRB screen.
I'm getting there and putting up words for everybody. Give me a second, guys.
I don't think Kin needs any more drinks. Their tab is already wide fucking open.
Wait,
It's all weak stuff, though. He's really not a drinker. He just sort of does it because other people do it, right?
Right,
Peer
but like
pressure.
Bye, Nova.
tab
Mwah.
is still
Social
open.
drinker to the extreme.
Yeah,
I'm just existing, so.
Extreme
there you
social
go.
drinker.
Yeah. In the end, we did get everyone here. Woo!
Yeah.
Drink! Drink! Drink!
east of Odessa. Caloran is the holy city of fate, which means their main patron god is Ars, the god of fate. So who I don't remember who here has traveled a lot. I know Iris, you probably know quite a bit about the other cities being
Yeah.
noble. And Hin and Drac being, basically working for the king, you guys would also know quite a bit. So this town is very conservative, to say the least. It's very it's not as open and free as a lot of other cities. It's very theocratic, if you know what that means.
The church is in control. The
Means there's
church
a
is in
theater on every
control.
street and they're all playing Shakespeare.
Oh God, that is a fate worse than that is a place worse than hell.
Excuse me, you're wrong. Take me to Hamlet.
As someone who only got narrator in Midsummer's Night Dream, I'm on Neurom's side.
We have a
Okay.
Shakespeare in the Park thing here where I live every summer.
Look,
So-
all I'm saying, if that's a city of theater kids, that is a city of murderers.
Oh God.
Alright. Technically, we're all theater kids now.
Oh,
played the-
my whole family is theater kids, so I guess we're
I
all murderers.
pity thee.
Alright. But off to Caloran, you are. By horseback, it should take about 2 days. 2 to 3 days. So, now we're gonna get into travel. You guys will have the choice of, role playing a bit during your travel. And there will be 3 points in time that I roll for. Well, no, 4. There's gonna be a morning, afternoon, evening, and then night. Is how travel will work. This is to see if you get any kind of interaction with something outside of your party. I need to turn my music down more. It's loud in my ears. I turned it down for OBS, but not for me. There. This is to see if you guys will get interaction from anything outside of your party. So start. Is there any kind of roleplay you guys would like to do?
Pretty early on into the journey, Nuram is going to look to all of his companions and say, "So, what are the capabilities of all gathered here?"
Well, that's very rude to ask a woman that on a first day, but
Buy him a dinner first.
It's rather forward.
I prefer a forward approach. These things tend to make things more simple.
Not the aggressive asexuality.
To be fair, it's not a bad question, given we will be working together for the foreseeable future.
well, I've been trained how to fight basically my whole life, so I pretty well take care of myself.
This is good to know. Thank you. Nuram, in kind of a display of power, but not necessarily like a threatening one, just trying to prove what he can do, is going to under Gitzerai stuff. I can cast an invisible mage hand, and I'm just gonna do that. And I'm gonna pick up a rock and just kind of levitate it above my hand and just spin it a little. This is merely a parlor trick, but I can do much more, should a need arise for such things.
Why is Naram just Drax from the Guardians of the Galaxy?
It was a mild inspiration for the
We've
character,
got-
I will admit.
So we have Drax, and then we also have Korg. Understood. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Amazing.
Beauty.
I couldn't not resist an autistic king when I saw one.
No, that's beautiful.
We love an autistic king.
Fun fact about Iris saying that, she has no weapons on her at all. Just this bag that she was given by her mother.
Interesting note. Do you fight with your fists?
I mean, if it's necessary.
I'd like to mention this bag looks really fucking expensive. Like
I brought a
It's like-
Gucci bag on this road trip.
It's literally a Gucci bag, okay? It's so ornate looking. It literally has gold embedded in it. It's like how could
Is it
someone bring this?
gaudy?
It's like it's not too gaudy. It's very like
Okay, so it's still like fashionable.
it's
Yeah,
like
no, yeah.
it's like way upper class fashionable. It's like this is something the king would probably bring to a freaking like morning tea with a noble type bag.
Huh.
The sack of holding.
Yeah. What about the rest of you? You care to share your abilities?
I would say my strength lies in stealth and remaining unseen.
Hmm. Are you a direct combatant in the sense of a range, or are you more avoiding conflict?
Avoiding conflict where I can, but if necessary, the closer I am, the better.
Hmm. Interesting.
Uh, Looking around, is Ace, how are your clothes looking?
Very. I wouldn't say raggedy, but like a step up from that.
Do you have any dirt on you?
Yes.
Well, for my part, and I cast Prestidigitate on Ace's clothes just to clean up like a square foot of Ace's clothing.
The object just has to fit within 1 square foot, so technically his clothes could all fit within.
Then I will do that. I'll clean up Ace's clothing.
Okay,
Hmm.
quick question.
Yeah.
How are we playing Prestidigitation, like, as a spell? Because I personally, like, when I play, it just, like, eliminates the dirt, it makes it go away. When technically rules is written, it just, like, makes it disappear for an hour.
Oh, fair.
Just a question, how are we playing that spell?
Um,
I feel like since it's used, lore-wise, wizards constantly use it.
Right.
I feel like it would have just. I feel like it would remove the dirt, if at least push it off of the clothing. Not
Right,
just
I'm just
make
saying,
an
are we
illusion
playing it like
over.
rules is written, it reappears in an hour, or like rule of cool, how everybody else plays it, where it just like kind of erases it, sort of thing?
I think we'll go rule of cool.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, like, yeah.
I imagine all the dirt just reappearing on Ace's
Right? That's like,
clothing.
Poor
yeah.
guy.
Oh,
That's why I
Do I
asked.
feel this sensation,
Um,
or does it just magically happen and I have no idea that it did?
would it be like a nice rustling of wind through his clothes?
That's
It'd be
kind of what I was
hilarious if
thinking.
it
no
kind of
one
feels like
noticed.
it feels like wind.
Ken just waving his hand and like nothing, no one notices anything happen.
I was like, cool, what was that?
But
Yeah, it
it's
feels like wind kind of blowing through your clothes.
Ace kind of looks down, more confused than anything. Doesn't really realize what had happened, but knows something strange happened.
Ah, you are an arcane thing.
yep, that's one word for it.
Hmm. My people know very little of these magics yours use. I would
Didn't you
love to
just-
learn more of it from you sometime.
Didn't you just use magic to lift that rock in the air?
My people are not connected to the same magics yours are. I cannot sense them, but my people do have abilities. More linked to consciousness and mental control over our world around us. Your magics are a spiritual thing that we are not connected to.
I don't like how you phrase that, but yes, more sing to the weave than
Uh,
whatever you do.
I assure you, you will not be harmed by such powers.
Ominous.
Proximity shows no signs of being harmful to outsiders.
Can I roll an insight check?
Sure.
Okay.
I'd like to mention the game my brother bought was Baldur's Gate.
7.
Hot. Oh no.
My brother bought Baldur's Gate.
7. Wonderful.
You feel an innate fear.
All right.
Because for you believe that magic has to be very well studied, because sorcerers have a tendency to lose control of their magic, because they don't actively study it like wizards do. So you feel an
Right,
innate
well-
fear.
I'm glad we're on the same side then.
Yes, this is a fortuitous thing, is it not?
Yes, of course.
Big words. Alright.
So when asking about everybody's abilities, Ace yet again ignores the question and starts off by saying, "I'm very hungry."
At that mentioning, Nuram is going to start rummaging around in his backpack and probably bring out some sort of purplish, kind of jerky-looking substance, and kind of hands it your way.
Iris also digs in her bag and pulls out like one of the fresh breads that one of the kitchen staff made for her to take with her this morning. Hey,
Owen's watching everybody pull food from their packs and then looks at Ace and just kind of furrows her brows. Didn't you ask them for extra rations before we left? Don't you have some food on you?
I ate it.
Oh, he's a growing boy. It's okay. There you are.
40 days of rations!
Ace immediately chows down on everything that everyone has given them.
I fear
Oh
this
my
is going
God.
to be a very expensive adventure.
As long as the king provides his tithe to us, we will have him safe in no time.
Oh boy.
To be clear, Ace did not eat all the food. He ate
Yeah.
his portions.
Consider
Right. Yeah, good.
How many
I
of
just
us
want to make
have
sure
been?
that nobody trusted Ace with all the food, since he had his own portions that are just now gone.
Okay, so it was probably like one person was like handed most of the portion, like most of the rations, so it's not like all 40 days of his rations are taken.
Correct.
Track, would you like to explain your abilities? Meow. You're not the only one who hasn't.
I feel like lies. I feel like I did earlier.
Huh?
I was gonna Drax like pose a. Can I like lie and just be like, oh, I thought I did?
You're gonna try to gaslight them into believing that you've already shown your abilities. Sure, fucking roll deception.
roll the gaslight.
Sure. So do we
Roll
all
gaslight.
roll
Roll
insight now?
gaslight.
Do we all roll
Do we all
insight?
roll
now?
insight? Yeah.
This is yeah.
I'm not going to, because I assume I would know Drac well enough that I know what
Yeah,
he can
you
do.
you know his ability.
Okay, wait. What's
Iris
what's a
and
room?
Kin.
Yeah, I think
Deception.
Iris and Kin kind of like Iris is gonna glance over at Kin and then look back at Drax.
Yeah, Ken rolls his eyes at Iris.
But yeah, deception. On your D&D Beyond sheet, it's gonna be kind of like in the middle, and it's gonna be about 6 down.
Rolled a 15.
Let's see everyone's insight.
What was the gaslight?
I got a 13 here.
What
I
did
got
you
15.
fucking open? What did you fucking open on my computer? Oh, VTube Studio opened.
Virus.exe.
That's what.
So
Basically the same thing.
yeah, you're like, yeah. How do you gaslight them?
Explain your gaslight.
I don't.
Explain your gaslight.
Explain your girl boss to us.
Oh my god.
Is it just like, oh yeah, I've already shown my abilities?
Yeah, it's just I've shown my abilities in the middle of the carnival. You guys were just not paying attention.
So
And
yeah. Somehow, Neuraminoan, you totally missed the fact he's already showed his fucking abilities.
Apologies. I am usually more perceptive, my friend. I will reform these behaviors in the future.
Ace, you know he's lying out of his teeth.
Ace has no reaction to this, but like gives him a shifty look.
Can I cast a prestidigitation of fantasy, the smell of fantasy gas around Drac?
the smell of fantasy what?
Fantasy gas.
What the hell does that mean?
That was my nickname in high school.
Fantasy gas.
Can I cast a no you card? No.
Do you have counterspell?
Can I cast Uno reverse?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, can I?
Do you have counterspell?
Do I have it? I don't know.
I don't think paladins get that till later levels.
That's one of my emotes,
redemption.
so you can
I
just
know
use that.
I know redemption paladins get counterspell if I remember correctly.
Oh no,
I believe you're Oath of the Crown, right?
Yeah.
my other option.
I don't think you have counterspell, sadly.
Yeah.
Okay, my other option was gonna be like, oh, I have a call on my non-existent shell.
Fantasy phone.
Yeah, no, conch. I have a conch on my pocket. It exists.
SpongeBob conch.
Yeah.
The magic conch.
Yeah. Let me roll. I'm gonna use specifically 2 special dice. Don't you dare fall off my fucking chair, bitch.
All right, sorry.
Oh, one moment here.
I'll never touch your special dice.
Okay. Let me see what that.
Drax is very like. How do I say this in the most not in a mean way, but like they're very, very like they don't want to share their ability, so
Kept to themselves.
yeah, kept to themselves.
Irish is just kind of looking at them and just kind of like raises a single eyebrow.
Hey, Drew, do you have that table?
The one I told you about? Yeah, I can send it to you in a minute here.
Yes, please. I would like to roll.
So I need to do this.
Okay.
Here, just tell me the roll really quick and I'll message you.
89.
I'm not gonna. Okay, one moment.
I don't have my book of random encounters. It's downstairs.
How rude of it.
Yeah, I have like these 3 books, and there's like, they're just a whole bunch of books of tables, and you can get them at Michael's.
What would you
I
say
like
our
that, like Target, and
environment
Walmart,
is?
and
Huh?
Barnes and Noble and
What
stuff
would you
too.
say our environment is right now? Like a forest or a plain?
Probably more like grassland.
All right, one moment.
Well, yeah, kind of like grassland, duney. More like farmland, really, too.
All right, gonna message you something a little silly.
Oh no. Oh no.
Just a little silly though.
Okay. Okay. So, as you guys continue on with your like conversations and all the happenings in your cart, off to your right side, as you're going along, you just see three young women patrolling along a small border. Um, there's a few trees there. They look very out of place. They're like only like leather, very foresty looking. Each of them have bows. Um, yeah, they look incredibly out of place here.
So just on the side of the road, there's like 3 trees,
Yeah,
you said?
there's like three young women, like
Oh,
kind of
women.
like looking like they're patrolling.
And they got this kind of like tree-like grove next to them.
Ah,
Yeah, they're
I'm
very
just gonna I'm gonna
they're
lean over
very
to Ken and be
druid.
like, "Y'all see that too, right?"
Yep.
Hmm.
They're like
This is
very
suspicious. They could be scouts waiting for us.
Murder.
The Aitai's influence could be everywhere. They are influencing the king. They could be influencing these people.
oh my
I
goodness.
say we
Right.
strike.
Or we could just leave them be if they don't bother us.
Hmm. They are scouts. The information of our location could be a dangerous thing to let them have.
Y'all just want to kill something, don't you?
We
We
are on an important mission to save countless lives.
Yeah, and if we stop to bother some innocent until proven guilty people, we're not going to get there as fast. That could take time away from us getting to the first thing we need to get to.
Hmm. You raise a valid point. I will reconsider my approach.
Is there anything about their appearance that strikes as odd in this region?
Um,
Would that be like a history check or something?
probably either history or nature.
Does the king know mention anything about scouts?
Not to you. No. Me. Where are my notes? Where the fuck? There's my notes. Um,
Damn, Ken.
Bard's OP.
I love bards.
all right. So when you worked with the previous kingpin, um, you right outside of Odessa, there is a very small homely grove of druids. They are there at the previous king's pardon. Um, basically allowing them to be there as long as they will heed a call from the king, should he need it. So you've met these like you've been to the grove a few times. Um, kind of my words aren't working. Um, they're they're they are druids, but they're more on like the militaristic side of druidism. Very formal and organized. The previous king called them a real threat should they not be on your side.
Eco-terrorists, my favorite.
Is there any sort of like vibe check that Ace can do
Shit.
to see if
Insight?
they are actually a threat to him specifically?
Roll insight. God damn it, I keep accidentally clicking VTube Studio and opening it.
Got a 9.
Alright.
9.
They don't seem unfriendly. They're just watching you as you go by. Um, they have their weapons at the ready, just watching you, observing you as you go by. Um, not very like open to like speaking with you, just watching, observing, making sure you guys aren't gonna do anything funny type of.
Like, give them a small wave. Morning.
The one in the lead, nods. She's like, "Good morning, miss." And they're like, you see them like, turn and whistle and hail to someone farther up the road. And you see in a tree up the road, someone kind of hops down, and it seems like they were up there, like, watching the road, observing. Probably up there hidden very well so that in case something happened, they could easily have, like, advantage on being hidden. Yeah. Anything else?
They appear friendly. Perhaps I was wrong. I am
Well, it's always
sorry for
good to
my
try to see the good in
misjudgment.
people.
I will heed that advice. Thank you.
Makes the world a brighter place.
I love Iris. She's so
That's funny.
sweet.
Trying to cause chaos.
Wait, what'd you say?
I was trying to. I was thinking. I was like trying to cause chaos in my head.
Damn. In a campaign called Reign of Chaos?
Yeah.
I wonder whose side you're on.
Cat.
Wait, are the
Chaos
scouts
in
still?
my camp.
Wait, are the scouts still there?
Yeah.
Can I throw a rock so they can go somewhere else?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
So we don't have to worry
I
about.
didn't throw
Do
the
we
rock
see
at
this
least.
happening?
Give me a fucking goblin check. See if this man's a goblin.
Let's see.
Vibe check.
If I can, if not, then never mind. It's fine. I was just
Do you have rocks on you?
No,
No, but there's probably some off the side of the cart.
probably. I don't have
You could
to.
literally ask the psychic guy to hand you a rock. Hey, psychic guy, could you pick up a rock from the side of the road? Sure. You?
Yeet.
Hey, Kin, do you have a pebble on you by any chance, so I can yeet it at one of the scouts?
Unfortunately,
hear
not,
that,
mate.
Down.
Wrong
All
with
right.
you? They aren't bothering anybody.
I'm not hitting them on purpose. I'm just leading them away so we don't have to like see them.
Us. We're about to pass by them.
You're the guy in a baseball game that just throws his empty beer can at nothing.
Whereas I am the guy who throws his empty beer cans at the players.
Oh god.
I got a bad feeling about this.
As you continue on,
Yeah.
you eventually pass the grove. Eventually there's no more. There's no more of the grove. You were completely left alone. It just seems that they were kind of an outer Odessa patrol, it seems.
Good lord, do you throw rocks at everybody you pass?
No.
He has not thrown any stones at us, so perhaps not.
Yeah, we're in the same cart as him.
True, we have not passed him. I will scout ahead and see if he throws a stone.
Listen, I stand
I
so
will test
still.
this theory.
I have stand so still that I am invisible to the naked eye of everyone.
Oh my goodness.
You keep
Nothing goes over
practicing,
my
buddy.
head.
You keep
My
practicing,
reflexes are
buddy.
too fast. I would catch it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, one moment. I'm finding the freaking table so I can roll myself.
Ren having an aneurysm over our stupidity.
Yeah, effectively.
We're already such a great party. We're causing a DM aneurysm, and we're not even 2 hours in.
Episode 2.
Well, we are 2 hours in. We're 2.5 hours in.
Ah, that's true.
So, yeah, we're 2 hours in.
You're not 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's true. I've been having a heck of a day.
It's okay. You're 2 hours in spirit.
Let me just draw from my Dungeons and Dragons tarot card deck. See what the campaign holds.
Oh, now we get to fuck
chaos.
with you guys. Now I'm fucking with you guys.
All
Oh,
right.
now
Let's
we're
go.
fucking with gas.
Consent?
Now you're fucking with portals. No.
Alright.
Okay.
As you
No,
continue,
I got it.
it's quiet.
This guy gets it.
Lunch passes, and you. Where's the tools? Where's my encounter builder? There you
Which
are.
one
One
Alright.
fear.
One Piece.
I need to put
One
down
piece of
the-
what?
Hold on.
Okay, no. On the cruise, we had a pirate night, and one of the kids was walking around in a Luffy hat. It was great.
Cute.
Oh my god, it's the guy from Fortnite. Get it?
Alright. As you're going down, wait, why is this not
Moving
hold on.
right along.
This isn't
In
building.
search
This
of good
isn't building
times and
correctly.
good news. With good friends you can't lose. We all break out into song.
Oh my
Wh-
god.
While we're all waiting for
California, here we
California,
come, the pie in the
We are
sky.
here.
Island with palm trees and warm sand. Though sadly we just left Rhode Island. We didn't
What?
Just forget it. Moving right
Moving
along.
right along. Dook-a-doong, dook-a-doong.
Footloose and fancy free. Sorry, that's like my favorite song in the world. You can ask my girlfriend. I played it on our first date.
Oh my god.
Oh,
But
That's
goodness.
cute.
Drink, drink, drink.
He's not lying. So
That is
as
my
you're
favorite song ever.
as you're moving along the road, don't start singing again. I will shoot you. Just rock's fault. Everyone dies.
Yeah,
You've
kill
invited
me.
the wrong person to this campaign if you're asking me
Hit by a
not to sing.
forklift.
I can't die, for I am the third. The fourth wall breaker of the Steam. No I'm kidding.
Right. As you are going along, you enter an area where on both sides it is completely open. So you have to be hyper aware, obviously. And eventually lunch passes, you have your rations, you eat a bit, and after you've started kind of getting farther along after lunch, you hear kind of to the side, you hear like what can best be described as squeaking, like grumbly squeaking, just
We have rats.
You cut out.
Oh.
you kind of like hear that.
Hear what?
Is it more mechanical or animalistic? I guess we should ask.
More animalistic.
Alright.
Is it rats?
No. All of you
Crazy?
to roll me perception.
I was crazy once.
God damn it, sorry.
They put me in a room.
A rubber room.
A rubber room with
Wow,
rats.
wow, 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 wow.
You said
Rats
perception.
make me crazy.
Oh wait, oh.
Perception, right?
Perception.
Yeah.
Wait.
Nurom kind of just starts. He pulls out his crossbow and shield and just kind of starts wildly like looking about, but not quite finding anything. His eyes find not purchase nor target.
Hi, I rolled a natural one. I am deaf.
I rolled a 2,
Jeff?
buddy.
I got a 15.
Wait, what did you
13.
get? You got a 1.
Wait, Nurom, you also got a one?
I got a 2. So
you
you know
got
what?
two?
Not the worst.
I got. I don't know what I got.
You had a 15.
Oh, okay.
I got a rock.
I got a
Yeah.
rock.
So,
Can I have the rock?
I want a rock.
funnily
rock.
enough, everyone but Nurom sees it.
Wait, didn't
Because
someone roll a 1?
Yeah, Kin got a
DC
natural
Yeah,
one.
I got a
DC
nat one.
was 6, though.
Damn.
It still
Okay.
adds up to a 7.
Damn.
Would you like some glasses?
Actually, that brings up a good question. So are nat ones not crit fails?
I guess as long as it adds up to the DC, it doesn't
So
matter.
if it beats the DC, it'll still be a succeed, but there will be a caveat to it.
Okay.
I'll explain that soon.
Oh boy.
So critical succeeds will, it's an automatic succeed. typically. But if it's like a DC that's impossible for you to reach even with a natural 20, it just won't work like you expect it to. You will get pretty close to what you're trying to do if it's a critical succeed and it still doesn't meet the DC. The closer you are to the DC will help figure that out. But critical fails that you know, I'll show how this critical fail is gonna work. Kin, looking around, leaning over the cart a bit, first you see a little scaly face and immediately get dirt chucked into your eyes.
Phenomenal.
Pocket sand.
Is it kobolds? Are we dealing with
Pocket
kobolds?
sand.
Yeah, there's
God
kobolds
damn it!
climbing into
What
your
the hell is kobold?
They're
No.
tiny
Just little
little
ladies.
dragons.
Tiny lizard men.
Yeah, they're tiny
Tiny
lizard
lizard.
men.
Notorious for trench
So
coats.
Can I
Yeah.
pet
saw
them?
it, but then you got, you know, dirt thrown into your eyes. I would like everyone to roll initiative.
What?
Initiative.
Initiative?
It's gonna be I don't know
Let me
where it's
see
at on.
this.
It's above all of your action spells and inventory stuff.
It's next to your armor class.
Aha. Aha.
An encounter. Oh, now I gotta add people's initiative. Ah, fuck! It's making me add the initiative myself. Fuck! I opened VTube Studio again.
You silly Billy. Stop VTubing. We're streaming right now. Who VTubes while streaming?
Mikey, were you able to find the initiative button?
I'm blind as hell right now. I'm trying to find it.
It's right next to the shield, to the left.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Okay,
Okay.
now I got it.
Oh.
Oh.
D.
Buddy.
Don't worry.
What does that happen?
You die
Oh.
immediately.
No,
Ignore that.
It's just
initiative doesn't you can't critical fail initiative, don't worry.
Yeah. I had a DM rule that you could crit fail and you just lost a fucking turn.
Nah, I'm not that fucking mean.
Everybody
Iris
just
was
aims for
15.
you for one round.
15.
The whole party's hostile.
Kim is 10. And Ace was 18.
I actually have done that before where like a magic thing went off and anybody who failed their wisdom saving throw was hostile towards their friends for a few rounds.
Alright.
Nice.
So top of the round is gonna be Nurum.
Do we have a
Alright.
map?
You got 4 kobolds climbing into your cart.
All right. Immediately, Nurum is going to take up, his crossbow, and he is going to take out the shield, and immediately just put put 2 shots right into Kobold's eyes.
Do we have a map?
Yeah, give me one moment, I'm getting it up.
Okay.
I gotta do that, don't I? Let me. How do I draw shit? Again? Draw shape.
First shot's a 14 to hit, and the second shot is a 17 to hit.
Alright. That yellow box is about the size of your cart. Pretty
Is this the
long.
front right here?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll draw the front in as well. Right there. And your horses are. I gotta get the freaking horse.
Oh boy.
That's a funky looking horse.
Yeah. PETA. The horse is here.
Okay, that horse reminds me of what
that's also
dubstep
funky
music
looking.
sounds like.
Why?
Make it you gotta make it skinnier. You gotta
shit.
Pull
Make
it to
the
like
horse
one
shape. Make it horse shaped.
Okay,
that
okay.
horse
You gotta
loves how
pull it
cock
only
smells.
forward. Only pull it forward. Don't pull it like diagonal.
There you go.
It's a horse.
There you go.
It's like
That thing went from horse to haunts.
it's like Donkey.
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 Oh
That or
my
he's just
god.
ripped.
Oh my
Yes.
god, that was so
Welcome to
funny.
Joe. Welcome to Joe's Wide Horses. We only sell horses that are wide.
Alright, so position you guys yourself where you are on here.
Ken, aren't you driving with me?
Yeah.
Ken's dead.
Oh,
He's dead, apparently.
Oh
Oh.
shit.
Ken, why are you dead?
I'm not. What are
Don't
you
be
talking
dead.
about?
You're dead? Oh shit. You're
Not
dead.
yet, anyway.
Can I steal the wings?
No.
A trophy.
Let me search his body for pebbles. I want to throw them at people.
God damn it.
Alright, there we go.
Oh no, it's Cobalt.
It's Kobold! Alright, and you said, which one are you going for?
The one going after Ace there, knowing that
Alright.
he is just a little guy,
Aw.
and I
Guy.
don't know how well he can defend himself. I'm gonna try and protect him first here.
I'm gonna put markers on here.
Okay, and that was a 14 and 17 to hit them.
Alright, how do I need to make sure their nameplate is showing, so you guys can also see which one. A, B, C. Alright. Alright, so you're going after D?
Yes,
Alright.
and that was a 14 and a 17 hit. Do those hit?
Give me one moment. I have to actually look up the Kobold stat
Ah.
sheet because apparently I don't have it on D&D Beyond. Fuck you!
The fuck are you?
Just make one up.
You said 14 and 17?
Yep.
Those both hit.
Okay. Rolling damage on the first one. First shot is 10 damage. Second shot is 8. Total 18 damage going to this thing's skull.
It was like climbing up, okay?
Mhm.
And suddenly it falls. It's gone.
The moment its head crests over, just gone. Right in the eyes.
Goodbye. Yeah, it's dead.
And with the rest of my movement here, the rest of my turn, I guess, I'm gonna, I'm gonna stay right here. I like my current position.
All right.
I don't have any bonus action stuff I really need to do.
Yeah. All right. That means Ace, you're next. And
So
Iris, you're on deck.
Ace is almost hypnotically fast asleep. And like as in like he is not going to wake up. And during this, he is unknowingly crying the entire time. As in like tears are flowing out of his face, but he is not actually like sobbing. His eyes are just watering and crying.
Oh, he really is just a little
So
guy.
is his mind asleep and his eyes are still open type thing?
Kind of like as in he can't see anything right now. He is asleep.
All right. So I'm assuming that means you're taking a beast form.
Yes.
And I'm assuming that's fear, which I think we discussed was rat.
It is not fear, it is sadness.
Oh.
Aw.
Sadness was the one we never quite determined, was it? Or did we end up determining that it was a vulture or something?
So it's actually like a little slime ball.
Ah.
He turns into a little goo of slime.
Oh, that's fun. Then you just start eating people?
Yes.
Based.
All right. So
I
I'm guessing
also
you
get
want.
sad and slime it up.
I'm guessing you want to roll to attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm guessing that's a bite attack, so roll your bite attack.
Okay. Is that the hit or the damage?
The 2 hit.
to hit.
Okay.
And which one? Well, you might want to move.
24.
You might want to move first to
Oh.
attack one.
Uh,
The closest to you is A.
so this guy here?
Yeah.
Just a heads up, we can't see their nameplates.
Yeah.
I had this problem in the past as well. You have to give everybody control of them so they can control. Everybody has control of them so they can see the nameplates.
Ooh, that would be very helpful for me. Yeah.
Don't y'all go
Yeah, there you go.
controlling
Perfect.
them now.
See B.
Don't y'all go controlling them now. D's
C.
dead, so I'm not giving you guys control.
Oh, okay.
Alright, and you said it's a 24 to hit?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. 6.
Okay. Give me one
Now.
second. And you are attacking A. I gotta give them actual HP because the encounter didn't automatically do it. What the fuck? Alright.
Could I pull them into the cart as if I'm trying to absorb them?
I don't think you can do that without the grappler feat, sadly.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. So is that your action?
Yes.
Alright.
Do you want to run around, Denny?
No, I'm probably gonna stay and attack it.
All right.
Iris, that means it's your turn.
She's gonna look around and be like, "Oh my god, okay." And she waves her hand. You watch her wave her right hand over her left arm, and these like silvery sparkles pull off of her forearm and form a greatsword in her hand. And she's gonna turn and attack the one closest to her.
Alright. Roll attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeet.
17 for the first attack.
That hits.
Okay, that is going to be 13 points of damage.
That one also falls back to the ground. Just.
Oh.
That one's out too.
And
they're kobolds. They have 8 HP.
Oh, I'm aware. They're just being assholes right now.
So I like double killed the one I got there. Like,
Yeah.
bro was jobliterated.
Jobliterated.
She will try to decide what to do with my second attack.
Oh yeah, Owen, you're on deck, by the way.
She's going to seeing that what you said is dead, the one that I just hit, number C?
Yeah.
Okay. So seeing C is dead, she's gonna pardon me and like climb through. Is that Drax and Kin next to her? She's gonna like wiggle her way through there. Pardon me, excuse me. And she's gonna move back towards Ace, give a very confused look as to why he looks like a blob right now, and then attack A.
Alright, roll your attack.
A 25.
Yeah, that hits.
And that is 12 points of slashing damage.
There's that one.
Shoot! Go on, get!
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I got nothing else. That was my bonus action, my 2 actions.
Alright, Owen, that means it's your turn.
Alright, Owen's gonna...
This one's dead, right?
Owen's gonna clear the frick out from the little slime, because that's a little weird. And go for this one with their dagger.
Because that's a little weird.
It's just a little bit weird.
So did Owen notice that it was Ace before, or
I don't know, because like I don't think Owen knows. That's a good question.
I'd like to mention, when you take a beast form, it's not entire body turns into it. You take attributes of it.
Okay.
Oh, so it's
So
Ace
you're not
who's all
you're
jelly right now.
you're like it looks like you have like it looks like you're incredibly sweaty, except it's really gelatin-like sweat.
Huh.
I'm just
You're
imagining
like
Jack when he's fighting that raccoon and he goes all
Oh.
jelly.
So I
like-
imagine you're like halfway transformed right now.
Yeah, so your hands and legs are kind of a bit opaque.
So like my extremities are opaque, but probably the majority of my
Like,
body is not.
The majority of your body, it just looks like it's like drenched in really goopy sweat. But your hands are like physically dripping and like elongated type of drippy.
Hey yo, he dripping right now.
Hey, yo, Mr. Fantastic up in this piece.
Alright. You said you're attacking with your dagger?
Well, I have a question because again, this is my first time playing Rogue. So theoretically, would I be able to use my action to hide, like beneath the lip of the cart, to gain advantage for sneak? Like, no, sneak attack is an action, I think, right?
If I'm not sure if it's like an overall thing, but usually if you attack before someone attacks, you have advantage anyway, especially because he is within 5 feet and is fighting with your companion, so you already have advantage.
Yes,
That is usually how rogues work.
Yeah, so I believe this enemy does count as distracted for the purposes of although I can pull that up real quick, the exact specific wording, but I believe that this would be a sneak attack if you do punch him in the mouth or
So
stab him in the mouth.
So I would be able to roll with the dagger with sneak attack.
Yes.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Let's see.
You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy is the Yep. So this
Yeah.
does work, rules is written.
That is a 12 to hit though.
1 second.
Because D&D Beyond literally hates me.
Well, meets
Literally.
beats. So, you hit.
Okay. So then
And you rolled with advantage there?
Nope. No.
No, that's not I did not roll with advantage, no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Because it's just regular sneak attack, not quite advantage yet.
So then it would be 15 plus 7. So or no, with sneak attack it's 15. Ignore me. My sheet's being wonky. So 15 total damage.
Alright.
Damn. Just kobold sashimi over here.
My brain stopped working. So did this. How
15.
much? Oh, 15 damage. Okay. Yeah. They're gone.
Just
What?
throat
Why?
slashed.
Oh, I'm on
Goddamn.
the wrong fucking layer.
Brutality.
Finish him.
Alright. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that is the end of my turn.
Alright. Ken, it's your turn.
What's left to attack?
Yeah, are they all dead?
Me.
Roll
Me.
perception.
Am I temporarily blinded? Am I at a disadvantage?
You do have disadvantage on the perception roll.
I was gonna
Oh,
say you could
God.
accidentally smack someone in the cart.
Well, so okay, if I can see right now, I imagine I didn't see. Oh, he's not full slime. That was important. All right, perception.
Who hell at that?
That's a nat 1.
Oh
Oh, what did you
Bro, I'm
do?
so sorry, but what dice god did you piss off like 20 minutes before the stream started?
I don't fucking know.
What?
Because what I was gonna say is that if I didn't see the kid turn all gooey, I would probably assume that was an enemy and use acid spit on him. But if he looks like
Whoa.
himself,
That could be an oopsie whoopsie.
yeah.
God, Iris is in the way too. Rude.
Oops.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just a little acid.
Things get a little spicy.
Nothing wrong with a little ass.
So now Give me a moment to think. So
Honestly, it would be kind of fun.
as you're rubbing your eyes, we'll actually use your passive perception here. As you're rubbing your eyes trying to get out all the dirt, you still see the one that threw dirt in your face. He's just standing there, just watching you. He's got a
Oh.
big grin on his face.
Oh, a fifth
Oi,
kobold appears.
dickhead. Fuck off. And that I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to acid spit this bitch.
Get him.
All right, go ahead and attack. Or is that a save I have to do?
I think. Hold on. Unless it succeeds a dexterity saving throw against a DC equal to 8 plus my con modifier plus my proficiency bonus.
That'd be
So. What?
So.
Oh, so 8
proficient.
plus 10.
Do you have to roll at all?
No. So he has to roll higher than a 10, is what I'm seeing.
Well, it
What
should be.
stat?
What's your constitution?
+2, so 14.
So it should be 8 plus your constitution, which is 10, and then plus our proficiency, which is 3, so it's 13.
How
What
did you
am I
know
roll-
proficiency? I'm
well,
dumb.
12.
on your
Sorry, I'm
sheet-
wrong.
On your sheet under the spells, your save DC is on there.
This is a
Up top.
racial ability, not a spell.
Oh,
Mm.
okay, you're right. So 13.
I think should be somewhere
Yeah,
around that.
it says it there.
Maybe I'm being silly.
No, I'm blind.
What stat am I rolling?
Dexterity
Dexterity.
on a kobold. They're decent at that, but he could also get
They
crumped.
fail.
Oh, you got crumped.
Get him. Get him.
6 whole damage. I look at the little fucker and I go and spray some acid at him.
I'm gonna rub some acid in your eye.
All right.
If you
Give me
pocket
one
sand at me, you get acid sand.
Yeah,
Pocket
yeah.
acid.
All right. There's a scream as that happens. Holding their eyes now. Is that the end of your turn?
Are we moving still?
I assumed you guys probably stopped.
I
Okay.
assume the horses probably got spooked. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say
not the horse.
I think that's probably the end of my check unless I need to make sure that the horses aren't pulling against the reins that I was holding.
Roll
I mean, these
animal
are the
handling.
king's horses, right?
Roll animal handling.
A whopping 4.
Whoa.
You don't
Whoa.
do shit.
So you've let go of the reins, but they're held by the cart. So they
Womp.
can't exactly get away from the cart.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Ooh,
I'm not
wow.
moving.
All right. I'm gonna real quick get rid of this one right here. I gotta go to the other fucking layer.
Suddenly 6 more kobolds appear.
This one is going to reach up. It's gonna move right here. It's gonna reach up, and we'll climb up onto the cart, and it is going to It is gonna try and dagger at Drac. Drac, what is your AC?
Let's go poke you.
AC.
Armor
Your
class.
armor class.
It's on a
It's that little
shield.
shield next to your initiative.
Oh, 18. I think. What it
Right.
says.
They fail. They do not hit. So there's just a. It's like it's just hitting your armor. You just.
Can I grab it and yeet it away?
Well,
Not
not
yet.
until your turn.
Little bugger.
Well, whose turn is it then?
Whose turn? Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's
I'm
still the
sorry.
kobold's turn.
Damn. These kobolden.
That. No, don't fall. Oh, I caught my dice before it fell. Neuron, what is your AC?
My AC, I got the shield out, so 19.
What's the attack? I forgot. I gotta look at the stat. Oh, that hits. The first kobold to actually fucking hit.
All right, cool.
And that is 1d4. I'm gonna use my dinosaur. You take 4 piercing damage.
Cool. I'm gonna
As they just
use psionic power protective field, and I take 9 less damage. I take -5 damage. Fuck him.
He gives me health. Which one is attacking him?
the one at the top.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. That's
So he did
the
one
kobold.
attack at Nuram and then one at Drax. Cool.
Well, the one at the bottom is who attacked Drac.
Yep.
All right, Drac, it's your turn.
Can I?
I'm confused. Which ones are attacking?
We got 2. We got A, and then the one at the bottom that's actually nameless because I got lazy.
Okay. Okay.
Steve. Just call it
Which-
Steve. Look, can I grab the kobold and eat it away?
Roll.
Be
I think
strength.
that'll be
for the
competing
push check,
strength
I believe,
grapple.
checks, yeah.
Roll a grapple.
which is just
Strength, yeah, strength.
Yeah,
would this
strength.
be
Alright.
athletics? Is
feel like it would be.
grappling an athletics check?
I think grappling is just strength.
All right.
Roll to
Alright.
grapple.
So the strength, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh god.
Since
Got
it's
a 9.
contested. Let's see. So as you try and grab them, the kobold just like pushes your hand off their head before you can really get a hold of it. And they're just like hissing at you.
Slippery little bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is this a moving cart, right?
It's
he
stopped.
stopped.
Oh, okay. I was about to say the kobold would
actually
die.
attack. You can actually attack.
Alright, I'll attack it. I use my great axe.
Okay.
Uh.
Roll to attack.
Wait, so wait, which one do I roll? Like the damage or the hit?
The
It's a
hit.
hit.
The hit? Okay.
That hits. Now you roll
That's
damage.
it. Does that kill?
Yeah, they're gone. They're
Oh,
dead.
they're dead? Oh.
Yeah, now they're gone.
Bye, Steve.
Poor guy.
Nuram, it's your turn again.
All right. The one that is next to who's that there? The one that's remaining alive currently. 2 shots into him again. Gonna choo choo.
Yeah, that hits.
Choo. Okay.
Yeah.
First one is 5 damage. Second one is 7 damage. 12 damage total.
Yeah, they're gone.
Whoop.
Alright.
He has been sent to the Jobliteration zone.
The obliteration.
Yeah, you just got about 6 kobolds laying around you.
So
Rest in
there's
pieces.
encounter over.
Yes.
Immediately, Owen's getting out of the car to start rummaging their bodies.
I second it as well. Can I do it?
A good idea. We should see if they have any kind of missive on them.
I don't think that's what they're doing.
I would also say Ace stops being all goopy sweat and just falls back down.
Goopy sweat.
That is how it was described to me. That is what I'm repeating.
Given that Nuram
He falls down and he's still asleep.
Given that Nuram doesn't want Ace to come to any harm, he's going to send out the psychic hand and kind of try to gently get Ace down to the floor as he falls.
Alright. For the two looting the bodies, roll me investigations.
All right.
Iris is gonna release the sword, and it just kind of like fades away.
Alright.
It like brushes off her hands on her skirt.
Alright, Owen, you find about 5 gold pieces and about 3 silver pieces on 3 of the bodies, like between 3 of the bodies.
Damn, that's more money than Ace has had in his whole life.
My God.
Wow, way to call that out, man.
Mikey, you find on one of their bodies a dead rat.
Okay.
Oh, not Parker.
It's dinner.
Dude, offer it to Ace. He'll totally get it.
Stuart Little. Damn.
Damn.
No, Stuart.
Another, you find 2 copper pieces.
Hey.
And on one you find a shiv made of sticks.
What the hell is this shit?
Like a
It's like a knife.
a homemade knife.
A
It's
homemade
a homemade knife.
turned knife.
Oh, cool.
It
I guess I got rocks.
it's very weak, and if you used it, it would probably crumble. It is held together by like 2 pieces of string.
And some kobold spit.
Yep. It's like
But-
still
so-
wet. It's freshly made.
So,
A fine kobold mate.
Firewood.
so what you're trying to say is it does 1 damage then. It's a chance.
Yes, it does
If
1
even-
piercing damage.
Okay.
It has
Plus
it
1
has-
Telling
splinter.
me there's
You
still
have
a chance.
disadvantage to use it. And after you use it once, it will break. And it
So
only
we're
does.
not proficient in wood shiv. Good to know.
Wood
Okay.
shiv.
So I could poke someone's eye with it. Perfect.
Now you have
Perfect.
something to throw at people.
Yeah.
Now you can hurt Kin in the eyes for another time.
Woof.
Alright. Why can? Wait, what?
Wait, are we just
'Cause
gonna
I
put on the
deserve it.
bingo card Kin
No.
getting hit in the eyes with something?
Oh. First
Another
of all,
thing for the bingo cards.
Kin rolls a 1.
I'm,
No,
Iris
that
is-
one. That one
I've been-
is on the bingo card already.
I'm
Damn. Well, no, we need one
Iris-
specifically for Kin now.
Alright. Iris, what are you doing?
Iris is gonna lean down and like very gently shake Ace's shoulder, and be like, "Hey, you all right?"
Ace.
Mikey, you were trying to say something as well.
I kind of forgot.
Okay.
Train
Okay,
of
carry
thought.
on.
I'd
Right.
say Ace doesn't wake up now. He wakes up a little bit later into the journey.
I will poke your eye out.
Oh
He's-
God.
He's sleeping.
Wake up!
Leave him
You sleepy
alone!
little guy.
Leave him
He's
alone.
gonna-
He's just a little guy.
Here we see 2 types of nobles. One who's really gentle with commoners, and one who stabs them.
Maybe
Guess
this is
which
why my
is
father
which?
didn't like you.
I never asked to be noble.
One who is
Maybe-
noble and one who is not.
Who is
Maybe
noble
this
in
is why
heart
my
and
father didn't like you.
goddamn. One who is
She's gonna
noble of
look over
heart
at
and
Naram
one who
and
is
be like,
noble of act.
"You got him? Will you watch him to make sure he's okay?"
Yeah.
I was talking to Naram. Thank you very much.
Yes, I will keep an eye on the child.
You're gonna poke someone's eye out,
Eventually I will.
New goal.
and she's
unlocked.
gonna move back into her
Side
spot
quest,
at the front
poke,
of the.
poke maximum children in the eyes.
Oh my God. She's gonna move back to her
Today.
spot in the front of the cart. Be like, "Your eyes all right? Need something to wipe them out with?"
Here, I got it. Wait a minute, I have 2 copper pieces, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the rocks then. Perfect.
Oh my god,
Oh
don't
God.
use they're copper coins.
They're
You said
pennies.
copper. You
Yeah.
said copper
That's-
pieces. I didn't know it was
everyone-
coins.
You also said he's a noble, so I'm sure he could spare it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. They're literally just pennies. He's gonna start
Yeah.
belting commoners with pennies. God, that's hilarious.
Why didn't you just make your character a rock elemental at this point?
That's my
that
secret cap. That's my
fun
secret
fact,
skill.
bringing up elementals and the genasi, they actually don't come from the elemental planes in this campaign.
Hey,
The
I don't know
Genie,
shit
right?
about DnG. I just said elemental.
DnG.
PNG, yeah.
PNG. Yeah.
It's my
PNG.
favorite game. PNG.
My
Dungeons
favorite
and
game.
Gurgons.
PNG.
Dungeons and
Dungeons.
Diners and Dragons and Dinings and Dives.
Burgers and jergers.
And drag queens.
There you go.
But Iris will offer Ken a handkerchief if he needs one to wipe his eyes out.
Thank you.
All right. So continuing on, you make it through most of the rest of the day without much happening, just following a road, and eventually night does fall.
May I take this time to wake up?
I mean, yeah.
Ace wakes up and immediately is like, does anybody have any food?
Have meat.
We are just about to set up camp. We shall make you something at the fire pit.
He nods very lightly.
All right.
Maybe we should go hunting just to make sure we have enough.
I can prepare what I have now.
I could
But
probably
if
go.
you think it necessary, I trust your judgment in this matter.
I mean, consider how Anne reacted and how much food he's already ate, we might need some more just in case.
This is a fair
No.
point.
True.
A hunt is on then.
I will join in the hunt to help out, gather more
Alright.
resources.
Oh,
Right.
you're gonna show off your skills now?
Probably.
I mean, he
those-
did
For
obliterate
those
one kobold.
hunting, I'd like you both to roll survival.
Survive.
I know nothing of these lands. Let's see how it goes.
I'm dead. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
someone got lost.
I got lost. I don't know these lands well. They're not nearly purple enough.
Draxgill's
The
finest.
realm of chaos is a very purple place. I'm not used to this much green.
It's
Oh
like the
no.
exact opposite color you're used to.
Yeah.
You guys managed to find, like,
More sticks.
you find a bunch of sticks and, like,
A tree in the
You find-
forest.
you
Did I
find
guys-
you find a nest with a really small bird and, like, an egg.
Want some eggs?
It's like a really small egg.
Like little robin eggs. Like, did we find a
Yeah.
little robin nest?
A very, very tiny robin egg. It's like,
Did I find rocks?
yes, you found your rocks.
Yeah.
One whole rock.
A single rock.
This rock bears with it the will of the king, divine smite rock. With the will of the royal family, I pelt thee.
I
Smite.
have the power.
You know, he technically could really do that because he's Oath
Yeah.
of the Crown.
So he could pelt someone with a rock by the will of the king.
And it would still do damage.
Yep.
Just add on an unholy amount of smite to it.
Yes. It hits like a thunder crack.
It counts as an unarmed strike, but
No, improvised weapon.
improvised
Improvised
weapon.
weapon.
1d4 damage to the dome.
Yep.
Plus
Nice.
the smite.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's the Taco Bell bong
while
noise.
those two are out hunting, what do the rest of you do?
I suppose we should set up. Do we have tents?
Yes.
I have a tent.
You have like basic camping gear.
Everyone does.
Yes.
I would like to say Ace would actually attempt to do it himself, but has never done so before. So he makes something that looks similar to a teepee, but it's not really functional at all.
What the?
Iris will start setting up hers.
All right. Can't. Owen, what do you do?
Owen would set up their tent and then go over and just let out a heavy sigh and help Ace fix his.
I have a 2-person tent if anyone needs.
Who
Anyone
wants to
needs
share his
body.
tent with the scary man who seems
Not
ready to
Ace, I can
attack
tell you that.
anybody at any time?
Who wants to share a tent with the alien?
Hey, he's asexual.
Hey, I don't mind.
That is not the concern.
That wasn't the problem.
He will not hit on you, at least.
Oh, you guys are judging.
I mean, won't
He
hit
will
on you in one
upon you,
way.
but not hit on you.
Yes.
Yes.
So, me with a
But-
rock, but you guys are judging.
Alright.
Damn, no trust for the alien from the realm of chaos. You know
You
that place. where
literally
I would
you're from.
intimidated everybody at the very beginning of the journey.
Not me.
Ah,
No, I was
just a
fine with
little
it.
guy, just a little green dude, just a
Also,
green broski.
it's okay. You can you can share my tent with me. You'll be fine.
I think it's
Yippee!
more of
Clicks my heels.
you'd be sharing his tent.
I don't care. I'll be fine.
Of a
Ace offers a piece of
strange
bread to
yellow
Owen.
silk.
Alright. When they come back, they didn't get a lot. Very obviously. They got sticks for the fire. But like small birds. And a very tiny egg.
These lands are strange. These trees bear no fruit.
Right, because they're not
Yeah.
fruit trees.
The only thing I could
What
find
is
was
the point of them? How do they reproduce with no fruit?
When they come
These are
back from their
strange trees.
strange trees, when you guys come back from your adventures, Owen would kind of look at you and just very quietly, like, you didn't happen to see any water, did you?
I'm going to pull out my water skin that I have, and I can provide you with this if you need.
That's very sweet, but I mean a body of water.
The way you said body.
My body's made of water.
I have a-
70%.
I have a canister of water if that helps. That the king gave
You
me.
need to submerge yourself.
Mm.
Are you in need of a bath?
Well, that's quite rude to ask someone.
She only
What?
just learned what a bath was.
I could just imagine Neurom going, there is a feline ritual of licking. Would you like
Oh
me
God.
to?
Oh,
Oh,
no!
God.
No,
Except
no.
Nurum doesn't
no.
know what a cat is.
Okay.
It would be rather funny. It would be silly. Sadly, he has no fucking clue with it. This man does not know what a cat is.
So, Neuron, you see
So
Kin right
sad.
there? So you see Kin right there? That's a cat right there. Example
Or
A.
that thing barking in the background.
Yeah, that's also a
Sorry.
cat.
That's also a cat.
Yeah.
The
I like
thing
this
barking in
creature.
the background, also cat.
The strange creature is making a noise. Is this good? The cat's like hissing incredibly loudly at him.
You know the meme of like, is this a? It's just like you
Is
go
this a
around
butterfly?
looking at things.
Is
Is
this
this
a
a
pigeon?
cat? Is this a
Yeah.
cat?
I need to
Please?
know of what you speak.
Can I
Meow.
go? Can I go out again and
Like
find the cat?
this? Nya.
Yeah. And I'll just. Yeah.
What is the nut? Nya nya.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, getting down to it. Owen, are you gonna try and find a body of water?
I would like to look for one, yes.
Alright. Roll either nature or survival.
Both of them are probably terrible. Actually, no, survival's not terrible. 14.
Hey.
As everyone's eating and you kind of make your way to try and find what you need, you find a smaller pond within the trees. It's not super big, but it should work for what you're trying to do.
Owen will.
Can
you what?
Can I curiously follow you?
Roll
Owen.
stealth.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could try.
Okay, I am very curious.
This will go against Owen's passive perception. So what's your passive perception?
My passive's 15.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Damn.
Damn. Okay.
Damn.
Slippery ass child. Let's go.
Wiser to this slippery ass bitch tailing you.
Owen quietly would just make their way. Like, it would have excused themselves from polite company and moved off towards the pond and then pulled the necklace off. And held it out the same way they did before to let their companion out.
Yeah. Skildor, you see a giant mantis shrimp.
Do you know what a shrimp is?
This
bug.
This creature is bigger than you, wider than you, looks big enough to eat you. And when it's released, it just like splashes around like a kid in the water.
Is it purple?
It's rainbow.
It's a rainbow color.
That contains purple.
It does, yes.
Oh, yes.
Worrying information.
Is it
Purple
evil?
is never good. It's always evil. It's the sign
Purple-
Fatai madness.
Purple is an evil color.
I take offense.
Add that one to the quote
Barney
book.
the dinosaur. Purple.
What do you
I'd like
think
to
happened to
mention
this?
if purple is an evil color, Kin is like slightly purple.
Oh my
Guess
God,
I'm
it's the man
fucked.
Okay. Oh my
We found
God,
our
it's the man.
BBEG, guys.
You're on
It's the-
a nice creature.
It's the man behind the slaughter.
Alright, yeah. There's
Ken is
big
the man
mantis
behind the
shrimp
slaughter.
that
Yeah.
there's a big mantis shrimp in the water now.
If there
Just
is
kind of
any sort of like fish or anything in this pond, first Owen would let it eat its fill and then like have the mantis shrimp aid her in getting fresh fish to take back.
Alright. Where's my dice? Where's a good dice? Yeah, so it eats quite a bit. And then after it's eaten, it helps you and gets about 7 fish on up for you.
Let's go.
And they're pretty decent sized, probably enough to also be used for a breakfast in the morning. Yeah. You managed to get about 7 pretty big fish, and a very happy mantis shrimp.
Yee. Okay.
This giant thing delivers food, Ace.
Once everything is taken care of, and all the while, Owen is also remaining relatively careful to stay out of the water. Like, let the mantis shrimp in and keep the water from themselves. Once the mantis shrimp is done and they've collected the fish in... What do I have on my person? Actually, hang on. If not, that may... Inventory. I have my
What do I have
backpack. I
here?
have my backpack. Okay, so like would load them into the backpack. Carefully, like trying their best to kind of like maneuver it so that they're not being bruised or broken by anything that's in there, like trying to be as careful as possible, and then recall the mantis shrimp to the necklace and head back to camp with their fish.
Alright. Ace, roll me survival.
In what regard?
We're gonna see if you can make it back.
Oh, can I say I don't really care about being seen or not? I'm just kind of just still observing. Like, make it back as in run without being seen by Owen? Or...
It's in more of a remember your way back kind
Yeah.
of
Oh.
style.
Okay, then yeah.
So roll me survival. Okay.
Hey.
When you see Owen like start to pack up their stuff. You head back. Um, there's a bit of a racket. Owen, roll me nature. See if you can figure out what that rustling was.
12.
Well,
It sounded like there was a person, but it also probably could have been like a wild animal, like a deer or like another big animal.
Owen will let it pass and continue on to the campfire.
All right. Soon Owen returns.
When Owen gets back, she'll like set the backpack down and open it to those that are around the campfire.
For those of you that may still be hungry, I do have a few fish here that we can split between tonight and tomorrow.
Ah,
Oh, well, thank you.
wonderful.
Though I'm not sure how to prepare fish. Do you know?
Yes, I
I'm assuming
do.
you do.
Yes, I do.
I'm assuming
Would
the fish person knows.
would you be willing to let me watch so I can possibly learn and help maybe next time?
Of course.
Goddamn.
Ace walks up to Owen and hands them a piece of bread and says, "Thank you for helping me build my tent."
Oh, that's cute. He's
oh,
cute. Owen takes it thankfully and eyes it before like looking at Ace, just like,
Are you sure you don't need this?
He nods like coyly.
Well,
Oh.
thank you. I appreciate it.
That's so cute. That's so fucking adorable.
and then Owen will set about dressing the fish.
All right. Um,
Neuron will keep an eye on these strange to him activities before before trying to join in near the end. As a teacher, he is also interested in learning.
yeah. All right. Um,
Get some art commissioned of our first night all together.
yeah.
Just this group of
Um,
absolute fucking misfits.
um, yeah. As you guys finish preparing the food, comes out pretty good. There was multiple people working on it. There was a few stumbles, a few people getting in each other's way, but other than that, it still comes out pretty well. Ends up smelling pretty fucking good too. Um,
hey.
so
Fish.
everyone gets to eat their fill that night. Do you guys know how you want to do watches?
I can
Good
take
night.
one of the watches. Or we can split it off like 2, 2, and 2.
Hmm. This would be effective.
Deep
Would you,
conversation simulator.
Yes.
would you like to
Yes.
take the
This would be this
first?
good, yes.
Who would you like to spend your first free time with? It's like a dating
Yeah,
sim.
Yep.
yeah.
Oh
Alright.
boy.
So who wants to take first watch?
I can take first watch with someone.
Are we in like the deep hours of the night or
Um, I'd say there's maybe about until sunrise, there's maybe about probably around 9 hours.
all right. I think Neuron will take first watch then.
Alright, so Iris and Neuron. Second watch.
I'll take second watch.
Alright. Drac. Who else?
I can. I only need 4 hours of sleep, if I assume.
I realize it means we technically have 3 elves. Well, kind of. And that means last watch will be Owen and Ace.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Right. Let me. That hurts. Um. So Iris and Neuron. First watch goes by pretty quiet as everyone settles into bed. It's just you two at the campfire.
Freaking noise.
Two incredibly different entities sitting at this goddamn campfire right now.
Quick,
Hmm.
quick, quick.
Right.
Hey,
Iris
you got
was
a rock,
correct.
So, Naram,
Yes.
the way
Yes.
you talk as if you're not from here. So would you be willing to tell me what your home place is like?
My people do not know our home anymore. All we know is what your kind called the realm of chaos. Our original home it is gone now, and we know not why, but we traveled a void for many centuries in ships of iron and silver. We know not how they were made, nor how to make more, nor if we could ever go home again. The only home we have ever found since is what your kind called the realm of chaos, though it has not been a kind home.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
It was long before my time. I know nothing of it.
Doesn't mean it can't still hurt.
Mm.
Things before you were born still hurt you.
This is true. If you do not mind my asking, where are you from?
Let me pull up my notes.
Taladon.
I know I have my notes. Let's see. Well, I'm from the town of Taladon. That's where my father and mother have their home, and that's where I grew up. In the loving walls of the manor. Is that what you would call it?
Yeah.
Of the manor the Evergarden Manor.
Ah, it is a place with a beautiful name. I hope it was a good home to you.
It definitely was. Large variety of things happened. Obviously, everything's not roses and daisies all the time, but that's how life is, right?
I do not know what a rose is.
It's a type of
Daisies are
flower.
ah. Hmm, I
Guess we're gonna
understand
switch
now what you
to.
mean by this.
Everything's
But
not perfect all the time.
thank you. I I am still learning your language. It is a process. Gith tend not to talk to each other with words. We are a we are a psychic people. We don't talk often with our mouths.
Oh, so you talk to each other's minds then?
And at this moment, I am actually going to telepathically send the word yes into your head. Like you hear Neurom's voice in your mind, yes.
Well, that's quite impressive. That would make things mighty easy, especially if you're sneaking around, right?
Yes, though I do not enjoy the process of sneaking. It is
Oh,
dishonorable.
I mean, not all the time.
It's true, but
It is a
I
good skill to
find
have, though.
I find to
Can't
look a
believe
foe in the eyes to be a good thing.
Well,
To
I'm not
disregard
talking
what their
about a
life was.
foe.
My apologies. I think too much in terms of combat.
Yes, I can tell.
Life is a war and a struggle where I am from. But
Well, you can consider this kind of a vacation from that, though there are people who are out here to do harm to others. Most are
yes.
happy, and we'll show you
Yes.
that.
A-tie.
And Neuron is actually going to hold his tongue for the first time in this entire goddamn journey because he realizes he does have a bit of self-awareness, and all of it is telling him he's being a negative Nelson right now. So he is going to hold his tongue for once in his goddamn life.
Alrighty. Um, is that it for your guys' interaction?
Sure. No, I got nothing else.
I have nothing else as well.
Alright, then we will go to the second watch. Nothing happens. Drac and Kin.
Whoa.
Let's see your guys's now. Y'all get to try roleplay now, if you'd want.
Kin's gonna look at Drac as soon as they're kind of just the only ones awake anymore. And well, looks like you're still doing well in your position then.
Yeah, I guess. Tracks like closely dozing off because he's very exhausted. Also did not get a lot of sleep either. How the hell can you stay up this long, Ken?
It's not so hard. I've had a lot of practice. But uh, while the others are asleep, I know I can relatively trust you, but what do you make of the rest of our little ragtag group here?
Uh, they are interesting. Very, very interesting. I feel like that one of them might hate me for trying to be creative with my attacks.
It's possible, but they don't know you well enough yet to make that kind of judgment.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't intentionally want to do things. I just like to add a little bit of spice in this realm that we are stuck in.
Fair.
Plus, let's not add a little spice to our little adventure that we're going to. What's wrong with adding a little bit of spice?
A little bit of spice.
It just Drake grabs the copper coin and starts flipping heads, like flipping their coin around, like playing tricks with it.
Like Connor from Detroit Become Human.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Add
Fucking
spice by
game.
throwing shit at people. How nice.
Hey, how do you
Listen,
add spice to a recipe? You throw it in.
listen, I could
I
turn this
don't
coin.
throw my spices.
I
Then
could
you
throw this.
aren't giving them enough spice.
True, exactly. Hey, I could turn this coin into a weapon and just fling it at someone, and it does like critical damage.
Oh my god, Gambit?
I'd like to see that happen.
The next thing Ren runs is a Mutants and Masterminds campaign.
Oh no. Mutants and Masterminds. I don't know how to run that. You were the one who was supposed to run that.
Yeah, sadly that campaign fell apart. Although it's pretty much just like D&D, except with superpowers.
Oh
It's
my god, please invite me to that.
it's
Oh,
it's
that's
BNHA meets it's like Marvel, MCU, DC, BNHA, all that kind of stuff meets D&D
You
really.
You
had me
can
at
make
superpowers. You're
Oh,
just putting
please,
sprinkles on it for me.
you
please
can make
invite me.
any kind of superpower in me, Ren, and a couple other people. The potential party was going to be Ren's My Hero Academia OC, a character from a sci-fi series, another character from a different sci-fi series, and someone's ERP character. And all of them were rules as written functional.
I would like to join that. That looks so interesting.
Kin and Drac, are you guys finished with your interaction?
Oh yeah, let me do one.
Let me throw one rock right in Norm's
No,
tent.
I was gonna say like, oh, I stole something from the king, and I quote borrowed, I should say.
Did you steal from the king?
They'll be fine. They don't need it. Plus, they have like a ration of it. So this is a package that I got, and I don't know what to call it. I'm just gonna call them Lunchables. And
Oh my god.
Hmm.
Fantasy
we have-
Lunchables.
yeah,
Lunchables?
I'm just
You
gonna
should
call them
coin that.
Lunchables. Yeah, we'll
And
share.
you took a thing of fantasy Lunchables.
Yeah,
Fantasy Carcucci board.
Jesus.
and I share it with King.
You
Much appreciated.
you get a fantasy Lunchable shared with you, I guess.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And
Hi, darling. You've been
he
such a
very much enjoys that
good
as
girl.
he
I'm so very proud of you.
strums on his one-stringed violin as they enjoy their evening.
What happened to
Alright.
those strings? Don't those things usually have like 3 of them son bitches?
Yeah, I lost 3 out of the 4.
Did you lose them in a bet?
Mhm.
And lost them in a bet.
I mean, I'll never tell.
Alright. Our last watch, which is Owen and Ace. Me roll. Yeah, you guys' night is completely quiet. But Owen and Ace, you're up. If
So,
you'd like to do anything.
so kid, you want to tell me what that was?
Huh?
You turned into gooey sweat. What happened?
Don't be sweat.
My the lady I was with said I have miracles inside me.
That is so cute.
Miracles. Hmm?
That wasn't me.
Explain?
It was probably when I was sleeping, but I don't know.
Secretly Zenitsu.
It was somebody else that lives inside me, controlling me.
So, your miracles are other people inside you?
Ace nods very sheepishly.
Hmm. All right. I guess I learn something new every day.
Ace looks at Owen, asks very politely, motioning towards their backpack, "What's your friend's name?"
Owen just kind of low laughs and smiles. Praying.
Ha!
It's a mantis shrimp!
He's really big.
Yes, he's very big. And thankfully so, to be quite honest.
I hated how that sounded. I'm sorry.
Ring,
Is
you're ruining the roleplay right now.
is he friendly?
Yes, to those that mean us no harm.
The next time he has to come out, can I pet him?
Yes, you may.
Ace actually smiles for once.
Oh. Losing it.
He really is just a little guy.
Little guy. He
Ace
must be
is on-
protected at all costs.
Ace Protection Squad.
Owen's hands come up and kind of touch the necklace idly, before she looks back to Ace.
Tomorrow night, when we stop, make sure to find me, and I will let you be praying.
Ace does not respond, but his eyes glisten.
So cute. Alright. Is that the end of the interaction?
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright. We're going to come to a close as the night ends and the sun starts to rise. You guys have 1 or 2 more days left in your adventure to Caloran. So yeah. That is where we'll end. You've gotten your quest. You know where you're headed. Let's just hope you know how to find what you need.
Killed some kobolds. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
How much
Alright.
experience do we get for that?
Alright, I'm going to go on my ending screen now.
I will be
Level-
right
Bye,
back.
everyone.
We level up from that.
Bye.
Lol.
See you around, everyone.
All right, guys. So that's going to be it for this D&D session. I know it was kind of a slower session because we're just getting everything started, but I hope you guys had a good time. I will be back next week, Tuesday. I have no idea what game I'm going to be playing. There's a very good chance it'll be more Baldur's Gate because I have a fucking problem. But, you know, it is me, and that's okay. I am a sus fish. Accurate, Blades. But I'm always sus. What do you expect? Let me... Oh, I know who we're gonna get. We're gonna go tackle a little quote-unquote human knight. I love you guys. These are my socials. This is the raid message. Top one's for subscribers, bottom one is for everybody else. I love you. And I will see you very shortly. Goodbye!